Hi, Miss Emmeline. Can you hear us? Hi, Miss Emmeline.
Ayan. So, in-unmute ko
Ayan.
na. Sorry.
Okay, no
Hello.
problem. Hello, good afternoon, and
Ay, good afternoon.
thank you in
It's my
advance for
pleasure.
for agreeing to do this with us. So let me
Yeah.
just walk you through on what's going to happen for this afternoon. Now, hindi naman kami ganun ka ano, hindi naman ganun ka-strict yung ating flow. So usually we start with a few videos, few pluggings ng mga iba pa naming mga partners, and then after that we'll let you do your talk. Usually the talk would last 30 to 45 minutes. But if it in case you need more time, walang problema. Just let us know and we would be the one to adjust kung ano man yung mga susunod naming activities. After your
Okay.
talk, that's the time that when we would be doing the FAQ. Pero in between, medyo iba backstage ka muna namin mamaya kasi we
Mm-mm.
also have to plug some more of our partners. And then after
Mm-mm.
that, at saka pa lang po, babalik ka namin for the FAQ. Okay po?
Okay.
Yun.
Yes, ma'am.
Meron tayong
Actually,
mga, yes po.
yeah, actually nga, I'm still revisiting the slides kasi parang usually, sabi ko nga kay Miss Ika, niraran ko siya for 2 days. Kaya ngayon, in a nutshell, so I'm
Mm.
trying my best. I'll try my best na ano rin, ma-impart din yun nga, yung pinaka-meat lang ng mga habits.
Okay
Pero
po.
I'm also happy to, halimbawa, later on, we'll see, no, deliver yung, para hindi nagmamadali. Kasi, it's really beautiful, no? May mga activities kasi siya talaga na parang, they were able to understand the meaning of each habit. But for now,
Mm.
syempre, in a nutshell, we'll see. Yeah.
Ayan po. So yun lang naman po. Tapos during the entire session po, unless you're doing your talk na, you can turn off your video and then mute yourself para wala din po tayong masyadong background noise. Yan
Okay.
po. Ano
Sige,
pa ba?
ma'am.
If ever po mga questions, we would be going live in a number of groups and pages din po. So if ever po na may mga questions, ipapasok po namin yun either do sa group chat or i-discuss ko siya. If you cannot answer the question, let's say it's medyo malayo do sa topic na diniscuss mo, I would be the one to answer that. So ako na yung bahala magsumalo doon sa mga hindi naman related doon sa topic mo for today. Kasi minsan may mga naliligaw eh. Yan po. Oo.
Sige, ma'am Rona.
Ayan. Pero kung kunwari, if you feel confident naman in answering the question, no problem naman.
Okay.
Okay po.
Yes,
Sige
ma'am.
po. Hayaan po
Siguro,
muna kitang makapagpaganda, makapag-freshen up, at makapag-review ng slides.
oo, I'll just
Oo.
review the slides para at least ano. Pero kalimitan kasi, well, it's just, try ko lang, ma'am, ha? I'll
Sige lang
just
po.
try to share my screen. Tingnan ko lang, ma'am, kung how it runs ba. Kung sakali, tingnan ko po. Kung tama ba yung tinuro sa akin. Kasi we used to, parang, eka po, ayan. So, nakaka-share na siya, tama, ma'am?
Naka-share
Nakikita
na
na
po siya
siya.
ngayon.
And then,
Yes
ano
po.
nga yung sabi sa akin? Wait lang, ma'am, ha? I'll just check lang po. Dito is show presenter view. Yan. So, I think, ito yung better. Kasi nga yung notes that
Mm.
I need to see din. Ayan po. So far, ma'am, nakikita mo, ma'am Rona,
Yes po.
no? Yung
Kita ko naman
slides.
po. Oo.
Ayan. So, ayan. Okay lang, ma'am. Just checking lang. And then, stop share. Ayan.
Ayan. Sige po.
Okay.
Okay po, ma'am.
Ready
Sige
na.
po. Okay po.
So, getting
So,
ready up po.
oo, share ano ko na po, hayaan ko na po muna kayo na makapag-update ng mga slides mo in case na meron ka pa mga gustong baguhin. Okay po.
Okay.
And then online na lang po or at least we would start mga 5 minutes prior to 5 o'clock. Start na po tayo mag-roll ng mga videos. Pero wag
Mm-mm.
niyo po muna i-on yung video niyo. After your introduction, tsaka niyo na lang po i-on para hindi po siya.
Okay. So, yung pag-share ng screen in case. So, after the intro na lang, ma'am. So,
Yes po.
yung sa, ano po, so, i-off ko muna, i-mute ko muna both the video and the audio po.
Yes po,
Okay.
ma'am.
Noted,
Okay po.
ma'am Rona.
Sige po.
Yes, ma'am. Nice
Thanks po.
meeting you, ma'am.
Nice meeting you din po. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Sige po. See you later po.
Okay.
Okay po. Good afternoon, everyone. Ayan, and welcome to our first ever edition of our free webinar for 2021. We hope you had a good time during your Christmas break. So ayan po, we are very happy to meet all of you back here, to welcome you all back here. I hope po lahat po tayo ay in good health so far. Ayan po, wait lang, ating ayusin ang ating ano. For those who are in our within the Zoom room, ayan po, paki-turn off po yung video natin para hindi po tayo masyadong mahirapan at hindi po malito yung ating mga nanonood din po. We are currently live on our Facebook page as well as on my page po and in our HR Bootcamp attendees page po. At the same time po, we are being shared also in other websites, in other Facebook groups po. So we also hope to see you there po. Ayan. So this afternoon po, medyo exciting po ang ating episode dahil napakaganda po ng ating topic. Our topic for this afternoon is 7 habits of highly effective people po. Okay? So alam naman po natin na ito pong topic na 'to, medyo karamihan po talaga ng mga ganitong topics ay talaga naman pong, paid webinar po dapat talaga ito. So for this afternoon po, we're hearing, about the 7 habits of highly effective people from someone who's been doing this for quite a long time. But before we do that, meron lang po kami mga plugging na kailangan pong gawin. Monica, can you, help with the, uh page po, pakilagay lang po sa susunod na slides po. Ayan. So for those who are joining us for the first time, Uprush Social Geekers po as an HR solutions and services provider. We do manage recruitment service. We also provide managed payroll service as well as in-house and public workshops and webinars. We also do HR consultancy and we also provide HR toolkits. We have just recently launched our salary survey for 2020. If you would like to be part of it, please let us know para po masendan po namin kayo ng details. Okay? We would also like to encourage everyone kung may mga gusto pa pong humabol dito. If ever you would like to make a donation, please let us know po and we would help you get your donation to the right people po. Okay, aside from that po, Monica, we would also like to encourage everyone to join our HR Bootcamp Batch 15. This is happening on March po. So if you are interested, please let us know po. You can actually take out your phone right now. Scan lang po natin yung QR code para po kayo po ay mabigyan po ng details for HR Bootcamp Batch 15 po. Ayan. And then of course, we would like to invite everyone to our targeted recruitment and behavioral interviewing method webinar happening on January 22, 2021. Again, take out your phone po, QR code scanner lang po ang katapat para po makuha niyo po yung details. Congratulations nga pala do sa mga umattend ng ating webinar kanina on understanding mandatory benefits. Kayo po, yung mga karamihan po sa umattend kanina, actually hindi karamihan, meron po tayong iilan na talaga naman po nag-ano po, super super competitive kanina at namakyaw po ng mga discounts dun sa ating understanding mandatory benefits po. So if ever you would want to attend any of our webinars, just let us know. Ang next na happening po natin for understanding mandatory benefits would be a few months from now. Okay? Medyo napabilis ka ata mo. Okay. We would also, so yun, may mga nakakuha po actually ng discounts for our targeted recruitment and behavioral interviewing method. If you're in the recruitment sector or if you're doing recruitment for your organization and you would like to know how you can improve more the quality of your hires po, I would recommend that you attend the targeted recruitment and behavioral interviewing method para malaman natin kung paano nyo ba level up yung inyo pong interview skills para po malaman nyo kung ito bang taong 'to is culture fit, organization fit at talaga naman pong tatagal sa inyong organization. Ayan po. For those who are inside our Zoom room, tayo po ay being recorded. We would be uploading this recording po within our YouTube channel para po sa mga hindi po makakaabot or hindi po nakapasok na sa atin pong group, sa ating Zoom room, po pwede po kayong pumunta doon po sa aming YouTube channel. Meron pong replay doon so po pwede nyo pong panoorin yung pong episode for today. Ayan po. Invite na rin po namin kayo para pa dun sa iba po naming mga webinars happening on January 23, 2021 po. Next week na po ito, Total Quality HR. Kuha lang po ng phone, scan lang po QR code. Bakit kami excited dito sa Total Quality HR? We have two very distinguished speakers for this webinar. This would be facilitated by D. Angkot and Sir Ray Elbot. Alam naman po natin na pagdating po sa process management at total quality management, magaling po at talagang bihasang-bihasa po at authority na po na pwede natin sabihin authority na po si Sir Ray at si D. Angkot po. Yan po talaga ang kanilang specialty, kumbaga. Yan pong process management at total quality management. So we're very excited to have both of them on January 23 for that webinar. Apart from that, a part of the proceeds from the webinar will be donated po to a particular non-government organization. It's the name of the organization is actually in our Facebook page para alam niyo po kung saan po mapupunta yung inyo pong donations. Ayan. So makikita niyo po yan and we would also be providing you all with a report kung ano pong nangyari do sa proceeds no inyong mga registration fee for the Total Quality HR. Ayan po. Do sa mga nasa loob po ng ating Zoom room, pahay naman po ng konti kung saan po kayo galing right now. Yung mga nanonood po sa ating mga Facebook page at mga Facebook groups po, may mga nagbabantay po dyan. So kahit comment nyo lang po kung saan po kayo, where you're watching from right now para naman po mabati po namin kayo. So, within the room po, hi Farida. Farida is one of our regulars. Na-miss ka namin. Nandyan din po si Gio Ramos from Pasig City. And we also have Kervin Pagkaliwangan. Isa rin po, si Kervin, I think si Kervin, isa sa mga madalas umattend. Well, good afternoon po. Good afternoon din to Miss Flor Lamit. And we have Michelle Rustia, Mariel Raimundo. Ay, Mariel, meron ka pang energy. Kaya natin ito. Florentino Asuncion, Jen Ann Garcia, Marinol Javier from Cebu City. Wow. We also have Tina Palanca, Frances Acub, Ronaldo Dialola, Joy Carman, and Cheryl Tesorio. Christopher Igual from Riyadh, Saudi. O nga pala. Nasa ibang bansa nga pala si Christopher. Hope you're staying safe there. Good afternoon din po kay Miss Celerina Capones, Rain Castro, basa ko na po yan, Dorothy Villamor, Rachel, good afternoon po sa inyo. Okay, for those who are in our Zoom room, if ever you do have questions later, you can make use of our group chat to send in your questions. Please, at all times, keep yourselves muted para wala po tayong masyadong background noise. Baka nagsasalita si speaker may kumakahol na medyo mujuwet na aso sa background po natin. For those naman po in our Facebook groups, Facebook pages, pag may questions po kayo, lagay niyo lang po sa comment section and we have someone who would be going through all of those postings para po makuha po ang inyong mga questions. Okay po. Ayan, again, please make sure po, ayan, meron na tayong nakukuhang background noise. Please make sure po na naka-turn off po ang inyong microphone para wala po tayong background noise. Labor Relations po, isa po sa pinakamabenta nating webinar is also happening on January 30, 2021. If you're interested in joining, you can take out your phone and capture our QR code para po makuha niyo po yung details at maka-attend po kayo. Okay po. Ayan. Meron pa po ba tayo mga Okay, if ever you would want to watch our past episodes of our HR Bites, hindi pa ako nakakagawa ng bagong video. I am so sorry. I will try to do one within the next few days. Ang last na posting ko po dyan ay yung aking Dota Nights para po doon sa mga HR, huwag niyo pong kakalimutan na medyo hinga-hinga din. Huwag po masyadong pagurin ng sarili. Kung may hobbies po kayo, katulad ko, mahilig po ako ng online games. Every now and then, take time for that para naman po hindi kayo masyado ma-burnout. Okay? So if you would like to see past episodes of HR Bites, head lang po kayo sa aming link na ito. Yan po yung aming YouTube channel. Yan po yung aking YouTube channel. So you'll find there past episodes of HR Bites, past episodes of our free webinars. Po pwede nyo po yung makita dyan. Ayan po. Okay. So, Monica? Okay, meron din po kaming recently launched na bagong service po. Ang dami kong ano 'no, ang dami kong, vlogging. Pagpasensyahan niyo na po, excited ako dahil, ito ang ating first free webinar for the year. So, meron po kaming bagong service. Actually, ni-launch po namin ito last quarter of last year. It's called Training on Demand. With Training on Demand, you can actually attend, at any of our popular trainings, kayong mag-isa lang po. Depende po yan sa schedule niyo. So, kayo po ang bahala kung kailan po yung availability niyo, kailan po kayo po pwede. Sabihan niyo lang po kami, we will set aside time for you. The training on demand is at 2,240 inclusive of VAT. Pero po kung yung HR bootcamp po ang gusto niyo i-training on demand, 4,480 po yan. One-on-one session po at po pwede niyo po ito ipa-customize. So if there are certain topics related to, let's say, MS Excel that you would like to be included in the webinar, pupuwede niyo pong sabihin sa amin yan and we will incorporate that in our webinar po. Ayan po. And of course, ayan. So nakarating na po tayo sa parte na kung saan po pwede ko nang i-introduce ang ating pong speaker dahil I am sure matagal na po siyang nag-aantay sa background po natin. Our speaker is actually the HR manager. Okay, nasobrahan ka, Monica. The HR manager. Pabalik po na isa pa. Sorry. Monica Pabrikasayan. She's actually the HR manager of Hamburg Trading Corporation. It's a German company. She has been exposed to different facets of HR with multinational cultures, and she acts as a business partner of each of these companies. Exposed din po siya sa general affairs, quality, environmental, safety and health, and all other disciplines. She holds a bachelor's degree in commerce, major in management from the Colegio de San Juan de Letran, and pursued her master's in management, major in HRM or human resource management in the same school. She finished a certificate course in industrial relations and human resource management at the School of Labor and Industrial Relations or SOLAIR at UP. Naku, kilalang kilala po yan. Pag industrial relations po, yan ang pinaka magandang institution to go for. She explored another opportunity, which is a teaching career, and she thinks of herself as a passionate teacher. She has experience in teaching English in Chinese kids and adult learners as home-based online teaching and teaching also in a traditional classroom in collegiate level in the courses of business administration, major in human resource development management and marketing management. The aim of these courses is to train individuals to become competent and ethical global managers that manifest the value of Christian stewardship in creating a safe and fair working environment. She taught the following subjects: recruitment and selection, employee relations, training and development, administration, social responsibility, and good governance. Isa po siyang HR generalist, makikita po natin dito. Even personality development, tinuro din po niya yon. Special topics for HRDM and marketing management, professional ethics, national service training program, principles of management, principles of marketing, introduction to HRDM and marketing professions, as well as college orientation are just some of the topics that she has also handled. She was given the opportunity to be the panelist for the final defense of HR development management and marketing management graduating students and had the privilege to be invited as a resource speaker of different topics about basic office management, introduction to the HRDM profession, understanding you, career mapping and goal setting, work etiquette, career and beyond work ethics, women empowerment, and of course, ang ating pong topic today, which is the 7 habits of highly effective people. Ayan, she has more than 20 years of experience as HR practitioner, as a consultant, as a passionate teacher, as a mentor, a friend, and a proud mother. Hindi naman halata. Proud mother of 3 gorgeous kids. Talaga naka-highlight po yung gorgeous part. Ayan po. So without further ado, let me invite to our screen po our speaker for today, si Miss Emmeline. Sandali po, baka magkamali po ako ng pronunciation ng kanyang pangalan kasi kanina pa po ako nagkakamali ng kanyang pagsasabi do sa kanyang pangalan po. So ang atin pong wait lang, parang naghang ang aking laptop at hindi po niya ino-open ang aking tamang wait, wait. Iba ang nakikita ko sa aking screen kung sino man po. Okay. Ayan. Let me bring on to our screen. Ayan po. I-highlight ko lang po para na makita po natin siya. Okay. Can I also log to my phone? Oo naman po, wala pong problema. Ayan po. Our speaker for today is none other than Miss Emmeline Palconete. I hope I did not murder your name, Miss Emmeline. Miss Emmeline, kamusta ka po today? Ayan, medyo unmute lang po muna kita. Ayan.
Okay. Okay, good
Ayan.
afternoon po. Tama naman, Miss Rona, no? Tama
Oo.
naman yung
Kinabahan
pag-pronounce
ako
mo
kasi
sa akin. It's
kanina
But,
nung binabasa ko
okay.
nagkakandabulol-bulol ako. Sorry.
Yeah, but you can call me Apple na lang po para mas short. Ayan. So, good afternoon po, everyone. Thank you po for having me here. So, I'm very, fortunate to have here in this kind of webinar. So fortunate. But yeah, kamusta po? So, kamusta naman sa lahat ng nasa Zoom? Pa-say hi, hello, how are you po? Sa Facebook po. So, kamusta po everyone? So, alam ko it's a Saturday and it's a, family day some of us or nasa work po yung iba pa. So, this is a good topic po actually. So, tingnan ko. I'll share my screen po. Okay. I think for a while, I'll just... Okay po. Everyone, nakikita nyo po ba yung screen? Ayan, yung screen natin. So, I think, ayan, wala na ako nakikitang audience. But this is a very challenging kasi nga, I used to conduct trainings na, ayan po, nasa harapan ng maraming audience. I used to roam around. Mahilig po akong mag-ikot at mag-roll call. But anyway, let's see. Actually po, the 7 habits of highly effective people as mentioned by Ma'am Rona kanina, this is the first episode nila ng free webinar for this year. And I hope makatulong to, magandang start of the new year na meron tayong baon, no? At sabi nga natin, we can conquer everything. Lalo na yung mga HR practitioners, this is very important to all of us, no? So, yeah. So, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is by Stephen Covey. I have here with me my book. So, love ko talaga siyang topic kasi every time nakaka-refresh. So, I hope, let's start kasi 1 hour lang yung, I think 1 hour lang, no, Ma'am Rona? But I'll try my best kasi usually po itong seminar na to, it's a workshop actually. So, we'll try to do some workshop later na makakatulong sa bawat isa. But this is usually conducted 2 days po siya. So, bear with me po kung minsan mabilis ako magsalita. I'll try my best na maibigay ko sa inyo lahat ng pwede kong ma-share. So, since 2 days siya, in a nutshell, gagawin lang natin 1 hour, no? So, yan, let's see. Okay. So, I think, yan. So, as you can see sa screen, no, there's this, the 7 habits tree. So, lahat po yan i-run through natin. There's this habit 1, 2, 3, nasa bandang baba ng tree, no, kung mapapansin nyo. And then we go up dun sa habit 7, which is sharpen the saw. So, yan yung hihimayin natin in a while. So, but before we proceed po, dun sa sabi nga natin na paradigm and 7 habits, but we have to go through with the paradigms and principles or the inside out. So, very important po. So, naniniwala po ba kayo dito kay Sonia Friedman? You have control over 3 things. What you think, what you say, and how you behave. To make a change in your life, you must recognize these gifts are the most powerful tools you possess in shaping form of your life. Well, ako as I can see, yes, you have control over what you think, what you say, and how you behave. Let's find out more. We have here different kinds of, sabi nga natin, we go for the paradigms and principles. Personality ethic and character ethic. So let's see, what makes it different ba? Minsan nakakalito kasi siya, no? But we have to distinguish the two. Ano ba yung personality? Ano ba yung character? I remember kanina nga, nagturo din tayo ng personality and development. So accordingly, so personality ethics, it's just emphasizes sa skills and practices that affect your public image, attitudes, and behaviors. This approach offers quick fix solutions, how to be more charming, have a more positive outlook, make a people like you, and influence people to do what you want. While the character ethic, it focuses on foundational traits, including what? Integrity, humility, hard work, loyalty, self-control, courage, justice, ang dami. So, ito yung mga characteristics. So, let's, in a nutshell, para lang din mas makita natin ano pa ba yung mas makikita? Oh, okay. So, tingnan nyo siya, no? So, ito yung iceberg. So, makikita nyo na sa taas yung personality traits, the skills, and the knowledge. But the foundation, it's the character trait, our value, our self-image, my trait, and my motive. Sabi nga, what do I think is important? How do I see myself? And what are my habits, and what energizes me. So ito, we can just further discuss it, kumbaga, a different discussion. But after this one, we have what we called the power of a paradigm. Ano ba tong paradigm? So, well, it's a frame of reference, a model, our perception, assumption, theory, or this is the way we see the world. Sabi nga, ano ba yung nakikita mo? No, the way we perceive, understand, and accordingly interpret and judge things. Ito yung sinasabi nila na pag first impression, may mga ganyan. So, paradigm, let's see, paradigm as a map. Ano ba yung map? So, syempre, everyone knows the map, no? Pero ano yung sinasabing we have here? Well, this is the mental map. Grabe, no? So, nandyan lahat yung 7 habits. So, ang dami nating iniisip. But, I have here, ayan, may activity na tayo, guys. So, I hope you can use our chat box. Though, try kong makita rin yung, well, let's see yung chat box natin. I-drag natin kung paano ko siya makikita. So, I have here an activity. Let's see. Ready na ba lahat? I hope ready na to see this picture. Okay, let's see. Ayan. Tingnan nyo mabuti ha. Tingnan nyo mabuti itong picture na to. And then let's see kung ano ba siya. So okay na ba? Nakita na ba natin? Let's see. Tingnan nyo siyang mabuti kung ano ba yung picture na yan. Okay. So let's see. Ayan. So I have a question. So yun, itatype nyo to sa chat box. My question is, what did you see? Sige nga po. Let's try to check. Aha. Okay. Aha. So a girl, old lady, a lady, an animal climbing a mountain, kid side view, a young lady. Okay. Sige, try pa natin. Sino pa yung gustong magsagot, mag-guess? Ano yung nakikita natin? Nakita natin yung unang tingin. O yung iba, eagle. A young boy. So, lady, okay, nakatagilid na babae at yan, may lion pa, nakangangang lion. Okay. So, what else? A young lady wearing a fur coat. A lion. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Iba-iba yung nakikita natin, right? An old lady. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Let's see again the picture and let's try to see again the picture. Tingnan natin. Okay. Actually, tama no? Tama yung karamihan. Ano yung nakikita ditong picture? Actually, it's 2 images. Dalawa siya. No? Okay. A young lady. Batang babae. Siguro mga nasa 30 years old siya. So tingnan natin, for those na hindi nakita siya, i-describe natin. Tuturo ko ha. Ito yung pilik mata niya. So ito yung cheek niya. And ito naman yung tenga niya. So may necklace siya dito. I mean, ano bang tawag doon? Basta yon sa neck niya. Ito yung parang fur. Yan, nakalagay. Tapos merong ganito siya yung parang sa head niya. Naka-side view. Yung ilong niya, ito, ang liit. So, ayan. Sana nakita nyo. Nakita nyo po ba yung young lady? I hope, ayan, nakita natin. So, tingnan naman natin yung yung isa pang picture. So, this is an old lady. A very old lady. Siguro, mga 70, 80 years old. Ready na ba kayo? So, same picture. Eto siya. This one, ito yung nose niya. Ito po yung nose niya. Ito yung mata niya. Ay, sorry. Nako, nalipat. Ito yung bibig niya. Baba niya, medyo mahaba. Okay. So, sige nga. Tell me, nakita niyo ba siya sa chat box? Nakita niyo po ba yung dinescribe kong two people? Yan, tingnan natin. Tingnan natin kung nakita niyo po. Yeah. So, dalawang personality, no? It says that two people can see the same thing, disagree, and yet both be right. Before ginamit ko yan as an activity, yung room 1 or yung A and B group, titingnan nila, nagkakaroon ng argument, no? Kasi both of them are right. So the more we examine the way we see things, the more we can test them against reality. Listen to others and be open to their perception to get a far more objective view. Di ba parang at the end of the day, parehas pala. Katulad ngayon, pwede kong sabihin na both of you are right. Merong young lady, may old lady. No? So, yun yung, or yung iba pa nga, iba pa yung nakikita, right? May nagsabi kanina, there's a lion, there's this, yun yung nakikita nila dun sa picture. And hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin na mali, no? Kasi yun yung nakita nila. Okay. So, let's see. Okay pa ba tayo? Yan. So, the power of paradigm shift. Have you experienced? Yan. Ito yun eh. Yung paradigm shift, ito yung pagka nag-uusap kayo, parang sasabihin nyo, aha, okay. So, the aha experience when someone finally sees the composite picture in another way. Well, saan ba ito nangyayari? It usually happens near-death experiences, frequently cause people to experience a paradigm shift. So, but not all paradigm shifts are instantaneous. Some happen gradually over time. So, paradigms are powerful because they create the lens through which we see the world. Dun sa book ni Stephen Covey, in example niya to, for instance, halimbawa, sasakay tayo ng bus. So, kung wala pang COVID, no? Bus, sasakay tayo. Di ba usually ano yung punong-puno yung bus, minsan nakatayo, nakahawak doon sa pinakahawakan nila. And then, there was this mag-ama na pumasok, sumakay din. Tapos itong bata, iyak siya ng iyak. Iyak siya ng iyak. Talaga nagtatantrum siya. Talagang hindi makontrol ng tatay. So, syempre, anong reaction natin? Palagay nyo, kayo ba? Pag ganon, how do you treat that? Pag talagang iyak ng iyak, tapos minsan, nagdadabog, nadadali tayo ha. Imagine, siksikan dun sa, anong tawag dito? Sa bus. So, ano yung mafe-feel natin? Sige nga, shot nga ulit tayo. Tingnan natin, anong mafe-feel natin doon? So, ganun yung situation na parang, di ba, nadadali ka, umiiyak yung bata. May isang nag-react, sabi niya, "Oy, pagsabihan mo naman yung anak mo, nakakadali na." 'Di ba? Parang ganun yung usual ng typical, no? And then yung tatay nagsalita, sabi niya, "Pasensya na po. Pasensya na po." Hingi siya ng hingi ng pasensya. Ito po kasing anak ko, kakamatay lang po kasi nung asawa ko. So sinabing ganon na kakamatay lang nung asawa ko. So anong nangyari dun sa parang Di ba parang magbabago yung aura ng mukha natin na, ay okay, sad naman 'no. Parang naiba yung tingin mo 'no, dun sa situation. Mas more of parang puwede ka ng okey po, naku pasensya na rin po, ano po bang nangyari?" Minsan may gano'n pa 'no, hanggang sa makakwentuhan na natin, 'di ba? So, ayun minsan talaga hindi natin alam ang pinagdadaanan ng bawat isa. Lalo na ngayon with the pandemic, kaya nga ako minsan mas maganda pa yung aura natin on a daily basis, maganda, happy, nakasmile. Hindi naman yung ngiting talagang parang humahalakak na, but kahit hindi natin kilala, 'di ba? Yung aura ng face natin kung maganda siya at makita tayo ng namomroblema, minsan di mo alam, kala mo magpapakamatay na 'yan, 'di ba? Yung pala pag nakita yung, maganda pa rin pala ang mundo. So, it is very important. So, itong paradigm shift, nagbabago tayo pag mayroong kakaibang nangyayari sa buhay natin. So, wag na natin yung antayin, ha? Wag na nating antayin may mamatay. Wag na nating antayin na mawalan tayo ng trabaho before gawin natin ng tama yung trabaho natin. So, let's see. Okay, can we create a habit? Yes. We are what we repeated. So, habit, di ba? Yung we are what we repeatedly do. So excellence then is not an act but a habit. So habits are learned and unlearned. So we are not the habit, hence we can change them. So pwede siyang baguhin. 'Di ba parang yung habit natin every morning, kung anong ginagawa natin, o kung ikaw man ay naliligo agad, natututbrush agad. So it's a habit, no? Or minsan iba yung nauuna. Okay. So we have here the habits, but meron tayo ditong circle, no? So, an overview. So, we have the knowledge, what to, why to, the skills, how to, and the desire. Want to, gusto natin, no? Kailangan ganon, no? Gusto natin yung ginagawa natin. Okay. And we also have here the effectiveness is defined. Kailangan maging effective tayo as A, as P, or PC balance. Medyo ito madugong discussion. But in a nutshell, when we say P, it's production. What is produced or the desired results produced. While PC po is production capacity, yung kakayahan lang ng bawat isa. Ito yung madidescribe na pag sobra kang overwork or baliktad naman. So, dapat balanse, no? Ma-maintain mo yung, yun nga, yung kung ikaw ay, sabi nga natin, pag nagtatrabaho tayo, in example kasi din itong effectiveness as PPC dun sa story ng The Golden Goose. Ewan ko kung alam nyo yon, yung nangingitlog na na manok, no, na parang ang ginawa ano siya, anong tawag doon, parang nagkahaman doon sa gold kasi nangingitlog, mayaman na siya, yumaman siya, so pinatay niya yung nagpo-produce. So at the end of the line, wala na, di ba? So kailangan din mabalanse natin yung capacity ng bawat isa. Okay. So this is the framework, the 7 habits paradigm. So makikita natin we have here, so i-run through lang natin, no, para we can, wala pa tayo sa habit 1, the dependence, independence, interdependence. So itong dependence, let's see, we have here the maturity continuum. Dependence, you do it. Independence, I do it, and interdependence, we do it. Well, the keyword here is you. Noong una, kailangan natin ng kasama. Di ba pag baby tayo, hindi pa tayo makalakad, yung mga anak natin, inaalalayan natin, nakadepende sila sa atin. So once na lumalaki, so syempre kaya na. And then as we become older, syempre kailangan natin yung ibang tao. So we do it. So ito yung paradigm na makikita nyo dyan sa mismong maturity continuum na meron siyang mga requirement muna bago ka makapunta dun sa interdependence, no? So dependence again is under which you are relying upon others to take care of us. While yung independence, we make decisions and take care of ourselves. While the interdependence, this is the paradigm under which we cooperate to achieve something that cannot be achieved independently. Ito yung no man is an island. So, kailangan natin ng katulong na iba. No? So, meron din tayong tinatawag na private victory and public victory. So, private victory, well, ito lang yung private. The word private, ikaw, sarili mo. So, ito yung habit 1, 2, 3. Pagka nakapunta na tayo dun sa taas, which is the public victory, eto naman yung habit 4, 5, and 6. While yung habit 7, renewal naman siya, it's sharpen the saw, yung habit 7. Okay, so now let's start with the habit 1. Favorite ko tong habit 1. So habit 1 is be proactive. Ayan, be proactive po ang habit 1 natin. So this is the principles of personal vision. So ayan. So I have a question here. What happens to a bottle of soda when you shake it up? Di ba? Parang naalala nyo pagka yung Coke, medyo nagalaw. So, anong nangyayari dun? It explodes. So, yan, ganyan sa picture. Talagang, ayan, it explodes. So, sometimes, things go wrong and we feel shaken up. O, di ba? Medyo mala. As a result, we might explode on someone or something. This is called being, ano yung kabaliktaran ng proactive? Being reactive. So, has this ever happened to you? So, bakit kaya? So, ako, may times na it happens din. Pero, yan nga, sabi nga natin, we have here, eto nga yung sabi natin pag shinake mo, mag explode. Pero, when you are proactive, you make a choice about how you react to the things that happen in your life. You act like palagay nyo ano, water bottle. Yeah, you might get shaken up or mad, but you stay calm and don't explode. Tama ba? Ganito na ba tayo? Ako most of the time ayan, kalma lang. Kasi 'di ba parang lalo na makaka-relate yung marami sa atin na nasa HR. Hindi madali yung work natin. Most of the time kailangan hindi tayo yung pinakahuling taong ano yung magre-react or I mean yung talagang magtipong warrior or sabi nga natin hindi kumbaga hindi kampante no. Kailangan maging calm tayo or kalma. So, is it hard to stay calm like this one like a water bottle or even when things don't go wrong your way? Palagay nyo ba? Kaya naman yan. So, when you are proactive, yan, proactive yung water, no? You make good choices about how you respond to something happening. You are always ready with a calm attitude. Parang, ganyan. Di ba? Parang, okay, count 1 to 10. May nagsabi na ba sa inyo nun? Or may stress ball ba kayo sa office nyo or sa bahay nyo na parang pagka nandun ka sa height na you're going to explode, pipikit ka lang and then yun, ako, effective sa akin yun. Honestly, magka-count ka talaga ng 1 to 10 and then, or bago kayo sumagot ng emails or anything na nakakagalit, wag muna agad, no? So, dapat may, kalma lang po. So, you do things to make sure that the right things will happen. You are prepared for anything that might happen. When things don't go your way, you aren't happy. Syempre, wala namang masaya pag hindi nangyari yung gusto natin. But, we need to stay calm. So, what steps could take to be more proactive and calm when things aren't going well? So, sabi nga, when you are reactive, you could explode at any time or any minute. Alam mo yung minsan madali lang, parang ano ba? Ganyan. No? So, may mga ganun na ba kayo na experience? So, things happen and they catch you off guard. So, you aren't ready for things that might happen. You deal with things when they happen instead of being prepared. Kalimitan ganun daw eh. Yung talagang, kasi hindi ka prepared, natatakot ka. Kaya ang reaction mo, ganun na lang at the height. No? Okay. So now, tanong ko po sa inyo, where do you fall? Self-assessment, tingnan nga natin. Nandun ba tayo sa very reactive or very proactive? So, how could you be more proactive? So, tingnan nga natin So how do you feel? I have a question, puro tanong ano? Pero self-assessment po. How do you feel on days like this? Tingnan natin. Ano ba na-feel nyo? Pag, ano ba tong? Umuulan. Yan, for lonely people, rain is a chance to be touched. Okay, so how about this one? What about sunny days like this? Yan. Cute naman, diba? So, maaraw, umuulan at umaaraw. So, ano bang nafe-feel nyo? Palagay nyo, so if you could carry the weather with you, you could have a good day no matter what comes your way. Diba minsan, hindi ko alam dun sa iba po, pero parang usually si rainy day, malungkot. Hindi ko alam kung for whatever reason. Parang ano, diba, panira daw ng araw pag umulan, lalo na pag may mga lakad. Mababasa ang sapatos, mababasa ng ulan, maraming complaints. Tama ba? Parang hindi, bihirang ma-appreciate ang ulan. So if you could, sabi nga natin, if you could carry the weather with you, do you think it is possible to carry your weather with you? And what do you think this means? And how would your life be different if you could carry happiness or peace with you no matter what things happen? So I remember this one, ano po, ito yung isang, mahilig din ako maroon ng video. Movie, Space Between Us po yung title nito. Ito yung tatay, lumaki sa Mars, si Garner. So, doon siya pinanganak. And gustong-gusto niya makapunta sa Earth. So, isa lang clip po ito. And then, hinahanap niya yung, para mahanap yung father niya. Without him knowing, kausap na niya yung unang punta niya sa Earth, nagkita sila ng father niya, pero hindi pa niya alam na father niya yon. And then, tinanong niya, biglang umulan. Tapos sabi nung anak, why rain? Bakit ulan? May ganun tanong eh. Alam niyo ang sagot ni Nathaniel Shepherd, yun yung tatay niya doon. Because it washes everything clean. Alam niyo talaga, nag-mark yun sa akin. Sabi ko, oo nga no. So because it washes everything clean, di ba? Naalala ko nung maliliit kami, pag maliligo kami, pag malakas yung mayo, di ba? So, agwa, ano ba tawag doon sa ganyan? So, pag umulan, hindi ka muna, di ba, susugod agad sa ulan kasi nililinis yung bubong, no? So, mga parang panggitna kalalabas para malinis na yung bubong. So, di ba, sa buhay natin, so, kailangan din talagang maklear yung heart and mind natin. So, yan yung space between us. Napaka memorable din yun sa akin. Okay, now let's try to have this one. So, run through lang natin. Circle of influence. May mga yung mga terminology na maririnig nyo sa akin later on. So, may mga bagay tayo na we cannot control. So, merong circle of concern, circle of influence, things that we cannot control, and things you can control or change. So, let's try to have this one. Ano po ba yung mga bagay na kaya nating i-control? Let's see. Siyempre, we cannot control. Yan. Hindi natin kayang kontrolin yung ibang tao, the weather, things you did wrong in the past, and how other people treat you. Diba? Parang itong mga bagay nito sabi nga hindi natin siya kayang kontrolin. Pero, ano naman yung kaya mong kontrolin? Kaya nating kontrolin. Things you can control or change. Well, your attitude, our attitude, my attitude, your mood, your reaction to good and bad things that happened, and how you treat other people. So, these are the things that you can control. So, dapat tayo ay focus sa mga bagay na kaya nating kontrolin. Ito yon. Diyan tayo mag-focus. Huwag dun sa mga bagay na hindi natin kayang kontrolin. Okay, so reactive language, sabi nga, takes power away from you and gives it to someone or something else, while proactive language gives you power and gives you the freedom to choose. Kasi minsan, ito yung mga sinasabing, di ba, yung mga reactive, that's, ito lang ako, I don't have time, yan yung mga, minsan, na-encounter ko yan, simple lang, mamimili ko, halimbawa sa isang grocery, tapos parang magtatanong ka lang sa sales lady kung may ganitong size or may ganito pa, hindi pa ikaw natatapos magsalita, no na agad yung sagot. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. 'Di ba? Parang that's very common. Nasabi ko, okay. Minsan talaga hindi na ako nakatiis. Sinasabi ko, ate, ano naman, hindi pa ako tapos, no na agad. Baka naman meron. Try, tulungan mo naman ako maghanap. May mga ganun. So, nababago. Minsan, kailangan ding i-correct, no? Yung mga ganong situations na kung kaya natin, di ba? Ito yung mga tipong negative agad yung reaction sa atin. Yung ganon. Nasa, if, o kaya naman minsan sinasabi kung wala ako nito, well, hindi ako magfa-function. So, o kaya if, sige nga, tayo ba pag binigyan ng maraming pera, sabi nga, if we gave you 1,000,000 pesos, could you change? So, yung iba conditional, di ba? Pwede, hindi pwede. So, if so, why would you choose to let other factors control your life? So, tayo pa rin na may control sa buhay natin, whether we like it or not. So, sabi nga, to be proactive means to think before you act. And to be reactive means to react without thinking. And let's try to be this kind of people, a proactive people. So, ano po ba yung proactive people? These are the people who are not easily offended, take responsibility for their choices, think before they act, bounce back when something bad happens, always find a way to make it happen, and focus on things they can do something about, and don't worry about things they cannot. So ito po yung mga proactive people. So there are things na talagang maraming mga, alam niyo yung mga sabi nga kontrabidang tao, no, sa along dito sa mga sa palipaligid, no, na kinokontra tayo. But at the end of the day, ikaw pa rin yan. So sana maging proactive po tayo. So that's for habit 1. Okay na po ba tayo sa habit 1? Be proactive. Now let's go to habit 2. Habit 2 is begin with the end in mind. Or this is a principles of personal leadership. So this is, sabi nga ni Lao Tzu, a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a single step. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, one step at a time. So, meron ako mga, sana ito, well, try nyo rin medyo may pagka, ano no? Mamaya, masasabi ko sa inyo bakit merong cartoon dito, bakit ganyan. So, ako gusto ko yung inside out na cartoon na yan. It's a nice, very nice movie. No? Kasi si Joy dyan, very positive. Yan. Proactive talaga siya. So, sana mapanood nyo. So, hindi na natin i-play yung ano niyan, yung trailer, no? So, assignment nyo na lang. May mga good movies din like Me Before, Before You. Yan, sa mga iba, baka nakaka-relate, no? So, tingnan natin. So, meron ding A Walk to Remember. So, yung Choice. So, these are the movies na may mga, well, lahat naman may mga matututunan, no? Pero ito yung mga may paradigm shift na ito dito sa The Choice, yung girl dito na aksidente. So yung husband niya is talagang grabe, yung very prayerful that time. Ang dami niya nang gina para mabuhay or kumbaga bumalik sa normal yung life niya. But anyway, ano ba yung sinasabi natin? So mamaya maiintindihan nyo anong pinaghuhugutan natin dyan. So let's try to have this one. So think of a puzzle. Kayo ba nakapaglaro na ng puzzle nung bata kayo? Ako, I think may binubuo tayo, di ba? Paano ko yung puzzle natin is walang picture? Di ba minsan nasa box yon? Halimbawa, Mickey Mouse. Ayan, picture ni Mickey Mouse yung bubuuin natin. So, alam natin, napipicture out natin si Mickey Mouse. So, madali siyang buuin. Pero, paano pag walang picture? Di ba parang ang hirap? So sabi nga dito, with 1,000 pieces spread out all over the floor, you turn the lid of the box over and there's no picture. You don't know where you are headed. This is what happens if you don't have a plan, vision, or goal. You don't know where you are going. And sometimes that means someone else will make the decision for you. So, not every decision, note that every decision, we are not talking about every decision in your life, your career, or whom you will marry. Just think beyond today and the direction you want to take. So before it or not, the decision you make today will make a difference in who you are tomorrow, di ba? So ito nga yung sinasabi natin na, kumbaga, ano yung vision mo? But I wanted you to post for a while, so let's try to have this one. So let's use your imagination. So sana yung iba pong nasa bahay or ano, ayan, this is a very quick lang po. So clear your mind. So dapat ano yan, kung komportable ka. So don't worry about your work, friends, home, or any other stressors. So you just have to focus on your breath, paghinga. So you can close your eyes. So if you want, so let's start. So in your mind, visualize someone walking toward you about half a block away. At first, you cannot see who it is. As this person gets closer and closer, you suddenly realize, believe it or not, that it's you. But it's not you today, it's you as you would like to be 1 year from now. Now, think about yourself. What have you done with your life over the past year? How do you feel inside? What do you look like? What characteristics do you possess? So remember, this is you as you would like to be 1 year from now. Okay? So I have here. So what did you see? Na dun sa mga nakapag-try mag-imagine, ano ba yung nakikita nyo 1 year from now? So let's go back to reality. So if you were a good sports and did the experiment, you probably got to see a few things, right? So pwedeng ayan, yun dun sa picture. Yes. Although ngayon may mga limitations pa, no? So you get to see, feel what is important to you and what you want to accomplish over the next year. And this is called beginning with the end in mind. So this is the title of Habit 2. So kailangan makita natin, ma-foresee natin. So you are at the crossroads of your life. Do you want to travel? What will your attitude towards life be? Should you try out for that team? Ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari, no? So, sabi nga dito, what kind of relationship do you want with your family? What will you stand for? And how will you contribute to your community? So, ikaw pa rin yan. Ikaw pa rin ang magmamaneho sa buhay mo. So, meron tayong kailangang mission statement daw para maumpisahan natin. Ano ba yung mission? Naalala ko yung pagka nagkakaroon kami ng strategic planning for the company. When we say yan, strategic, so nandyan yung maririnig nyo yung mission, vision, goals, mga KPIs, KRAs, objectives, so mga yan. But when we say mission, this is the reason for existence. Bakit ba ako nabubuhay? Your purpose. Ano ba yung dahilan bakit ako nabuhay? So yan, that's the mission statement. So sabi nga, you can create our own personal mission statement, no? And sabi nga natin, we have this vision. Ano naman yung vision? Vision is ano yung pangarap mo? Saan mo gustong pumunta? Anong gusto mong gawin? And kung mapapansin niyo to, 'di ba parang ito, nagda-drive siya going doon kung ano man tong gusto niyang destination, but merong gap. This is the mission and this is the vision. And there's a gap. And that gap is called your goal or your action plan. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Ito na lang, kung halimbawa ako, I really wanted to become a doctor, pero hindi naman yun yung course ko at hindi rin ako nag-aaral to pursue to become a doctor. Palagay ba natin mangyayari yun? So definitely not. So kailangan may action plan tayo. Okay, mag-inquire, mag-enroll. So first year ka na, second year, so on and so forth. So you have to have your vision. Okay. So sabi nga natin, develop a clear picture of where you want to go in life. Gusto mo ba magkuha pa ng ibang course o makagraduate, mag-abroad, ayan, magkapamilya? So ikaw, you have to set your own goal. Very, very ano nga, familiar yung mga nasa, di ba po, yung naririnig nyo na ba yung SMART goal, SMART goals. Kailangan daw yung goal nyo maging specific, yun yung S. Measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Yun. So, yun yung limang bagay na kailangan nyong tandaan. So, SMART goals para ma-achieve natin siya. So, what is the end for you? What do you hope to be doing 10 years from now? 20. Make a list of things you want to do in your life. Eto ba yung may mga bucket list? O uso na yan ngayon, di ba? Oh, bucket list. Gusto ko pumunta. Mostly puro travel ngayon. Yan, mahirap because of the pandemic. Wala nang travel muna, no? So, ayan. But, sabi nga natin, 10 years, a newspaper decides to do a story about you. They interview 4 people about you. This could be your friends or family. So, what would you want them to say about you? Buti nga ito, there was this story naman, yung pagka namatay ka na, nasa kabaong ka na, di ba, parang anong gusto mong sabihin sa'yo nung mga taong pumupunta sa burol mo? Ano kaya? Ano yung legacy? Ano yung gusto mong mag-mark sa kanila? So it's up to us and we still have time to do it, right? Okay, so this is the future, no? Finish this sentence. If my future had no limits, wow, I would choose to be. O, ito na yung pagkakataon natin. Or, I want to be a person who, ayan. So, ikaw na yung magdugsong, no? So, it has been said that principles are like glasses. They keep everything else in your life in focus. So, in other words, principles are guidelines for your life. They affect every decision you make, they guide every step you take, and they are the foundation of every action. So, you have to have your personal vision. What is personal vision? Di ba sabi nga natin, it's an image of hope, of something you truly wish to create. Ito yung pangarap mo. It could be about any activities tungkol sa health mo, sa family, friends, relationship, work, career, anything that you want. So, you could also share your vision for yourself with a partner or sa family mo para mas okay, di ba? So, this is also an activity. We can do this, but usually, at the end of the habit 2, naggagawa kami ng vision board. So, siguro sa iba, nakapag-try na. So, kahit magandang activity to, no, sa mga workplace, no, you have to create your own vision board. And I'll show you the samples of the vision boards. Ayan, kailangan kasi daw visualize ang nakikita mo. Ayan, may pinipicture na dream car, dream house, and be specific. Minsan okay lang, lagay mo na rin yung brand ng car. Gaano kalaki yung ano mo, yung house mo. Hindi pwedeng generic. So minsan, ayan, o, 'di ba? Parang ito naman katawan, no? Gusto niya magpa-sexy, gusto niya siguro maging ganyan. Yung iba naman, ayan, bonding with the family. So ikaw yan eh. You have to, if you have time, you can make your own vision board. Timing pa this year, no, January. So for yan, positive outlook, ayan, 'di ba? So kung ano pa yung kanilang yan yung mga pictures, yung iba may pera. So yan, ano pa? So ito, travel, family, love, health, career, home, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's our habit 2. So yan po yung end ng habit 2 natin. I hope you learned something dito. And now let's go to habit 3. Habit 3, put first things first. So ito, may kanta to. Put first things first. May ganyan niyang kanta. Hindi na natin makakanta kasi ang dami pang habits. But this habit is a principles of personal management. or time management. So, not enough time to get it all done, di ba? Parang, lalo na yan, ang daming work. So, but you have to learn to prioritize your task. Prioritize for purpose. Dapat may purpose, hindi yung basta na lang. What's important, sabi nga, and what's urgent. So, let's find out. So, sometimes, ayan, color coding. So, yung now, tingnan nyo nga kung pumapasok ba tayo dyan. Color red now, orange later, yellow only if I have time. So ikaw yan. So ihimay-himayin mo kung anong gusto, ano yung priority mo, ano yung urgent para sa atin. So iba-iba, no? Iba-iba sa atin. But yung prioritize and manage your time. So meron din tayong mga matrix dyan. So may urgent, not important, important, nakakalito yan minsan eh. Pero sabi nga natin, meron sinasabing procrastinator, yan, yes person, slacker, and prioritizer. Siyempre, mas maganda yung prioritizer. So, ito yung mga description nila. So, ito nga, syempre, si procrastinate, ito yung nagpapanik, last minute. So, talaga namang parang walang control sa time. At it could lead to burnout, unfortunately. No? Kaya, iwas tayo dyan. So, yung number 3 naman, so, yan, popular, seem nice, cannot say no. Nako, yan, mahirap talagang magsalita or umayaw, no? But we have to learn how to say yes and bad reputation. So, yung pang number 4, excess, yung waste time, parang easy-go-lucky lang to. Life go with the flow, no effort, and wala mangyayari. It equals to failure. And dun sa number 2, ayan, meron plan, so calm, control, time notice. Meron siyang, kumbaga kaya niyang magsabi, no, hindi pwede. Yan. So, it is equals to success. So, this is a very important din sa iba. I don't know, pick a planner. Ako kasi, lagi din ako yan. On a yearly, may planner ako. So, a planner or calendar to write down appointments, para hindi nakakalito. Kasi sa dami talaga ng mga trabaho, di ba? Or gagawin. You have to do a list your goals. So, design it in whatever way. Napakarami dyang available. Online, mag-create ka ng sarili mo. So, yan. So, it frees up your time. Makikita mo, hindi ako available. Oh, pwede kung, ayan, ganito yung gawin ko o ganyan. So, para hindi rin natin makalimutan. Like me, for instance, makakalimutan niya rin ako, I need to write it down. So, plan weekly and adapt daily. So, kailangan natin to. And ano ba yung components or common ingredients of success? Sabi nila, success people do things they don't necessarily want to, but they do them because they know it will lead them to their goal. And willpower will help get things done whether you feel like it or not. So, well, isipin nyo lang si habit 3 is time management, no? Okay, now habit 4. Mabilis ba tayo? So, habit 4 is think win-win, or this is the principle of interpersonal leadership. So, there are 6 approaches but we cannot run through lahat ng approaches to human interaction. Okay? So marami siya. Win-win, win-lose, lose-win, lose-lose, win-lose. So napakarami niya. Win-win or no deal. So those are the 6 approaches of to human interaction. But ito yung parang pinaka-quadrant siya. So may high consideration. So ano na lang, i-run through na lang natin siya. But in a nutshell, sabi nga natin, there's what we call scarcity mentality. Para bang there's only one pie. Dun yung abundance mentality, there is plenty for everyone. So it's ano naman, sense of worth and security comes from being compared and define themselves from within, or deep inner sense of worth and security. Or someone else success means their failure. Di ba may mga ganon, no? Na parang ayun, crab mentality, no? Parang ayaw nilang magiging successful yung isa. So, on the other side, someone else success is our success. Sabi ko nga, panapanahon lang yon. Maybe it's their time now. Tayo, antayin lang natin yon. Darating din yung time of tayo naman yung nandun sa success na yan. So, we just have to wait. Yan. So, there are 5 dimensions also na yung win-win model naman. So, we have the character, relationships, agreement, supportive system, and processes. So, sabi nga, for win-win to work, all of this must be in place. So sabi nila yung character, syempre na nabanggit natin kanina, it's really the foundation of win-win on which everything else build. So ano ba yung kasama dun sa character? The integrity. Syempre yung maturity din, no? So important din yung relationships. So after character win-win are maintained by relationships. 'Di ba? Very important yung relationships na yeah, 'di ba parang mapangalagaan natin, no? Kung saan man yan, kaibigan, mapapersonal, professional level, relationships is very, or relationship kay God, so very important na mapangalagaan natin. So mamaya may papakita ko, may sinasabi din dito na this yung emotional bank account approach. Di ba tayo, we used to have our bank account or ATM, so nagdi-deposit, nagwi-withdraw. Yung emotional, ganun din. Nagde-deposit ka ng mga magagandang bagay. Pag nagwi-withdraw ka, pag nagkakamali ka or medyo may nagagawa kang not so good. So may ganong approach din. But I think a positive relationship is needed for this, ayun nga, para magtuloy-tuloy tayo, yung mutual beneficial interaction to continue. And the stronger you are and the more genuine your character, syempre, the more committed you are. Lalo na sa trabaho natin, di ba? Parang ang hirap naman hindi ka genuine. No? So I think, kaya siguro din ako nagtagal sa HR na more than 20 years, no? Because you're sincere, no? Genuine tayo, no? Sa pakikipag-usap. Okay. So, let's see. So, meron ding reward system or the spirit of win-win cannot survive in an environment of competition or contest. Sabi nga, all systems should be based on the principles of win-win. Like, all successes should be rewarded, not just the top example of success. So, ayan. So, that's for the win-win. So, we have here the 4 steps. Paano ba natin siya maa-achieve, no? See the problem from the other point of view. So in terms of the needs and concerns of the other party, di ba parang kung ako kaya yon, no? And then identify the key issues and concerns. Para ano lang to, kung nakaka-experience kayo yun nga, mag-dissect ng mga problems, yung mga why solutions. So determine what results would make a fully acceptable solution and identify new options. Kailangan may plan A, plan B, plan C to achieve those results. So, ayan. Okay. So, now we have here a habit 5. So, maganda tong habit 5 na to. Seek first to understand. Okay pa ba tayo? Ayan, parang mahirap nga pala talaga pag hindi ko kayo nakikita. But anyway, yan. So, nasa habit 5 na tayo. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Or this is the principles of empathic communication. Oh, communication is a very... So, nakita nyo, di ba, from yung habit 4, so medyo kailangan na i-involve na yung ibang tao, no? So, ito rin. Yung communication, hindi yung pwedeng ako lang, di ba? So, we communicate with others. So, let's see. So, communication. So, communication is key sa leadership, di ba? There are 4 forms of communication. Ano nga ba yon? Siyempre, speaking, writing, reading, and listening. So, we've been trained, di ba, for 12 to 13, yung mga bata pa tayo, in effective speaking, writing, and reading. Di ba? Natuto tayo magsalita, magsulat, magbasa. We often make assumptions about what is being communicated before we can actually understand the message being communicated. So ano ba ito? So we should first take the time to deeply, mahirap to, no? Understand the problems presented to us. So medyo yung sinasabi nga nating listening. So si listening kasi yung challenge natin. Madali lang si speaking, writing, reading, somehow, 'di ba? Madali natin siyang ma-measure. Somehow si listening medyo challenging ng konti. So yun nga, tayo ba, how many years of training do you have in effective listening? Meron ba? Paano ba? Tingnan natin, no? So, when we say empathic listening, so we tend to view the world from our own perspective and assume other to do as well. So ito yung kung ako yung nasa posisyon niya. So most people do not listen. Remember this. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. But most people are preparing to speak when their turn comes next. Di ba pag nag-uusap tayo, parang pine-prepare mo yung ano yung isasagot ko sa kanya. So hindi siya yung parang, di ba, bihira yung iniintindi mong maigi. Or sabi nga, there are four kinds of listening. One, pretending. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, pretending. Selective, turning in and out, yon. So attentive, so you are paying attention to the words being said. Minsan yung sa naalala ko yan, yung sa mga ano natin, gestures natin, ang aking 7 habits sa libro ng Hulu. Meron siyang pagka daw nakanad na ganyan, yung makikita mo sa kanila kung nakikinig talaga. So mararamdaman mo naman yun, 'di ba? Kapag ka hindi nakikinig, okay, tapos nagte-text o kaya hawak yung phone or alam mong wala siya sa sarili pagkausap. So, yeah. So, si empathic listening, this is with the intent to understand. So, nandun nga yung si empathy, empathy viewing the world from other person's point of view to understand their feelings and perspective. Yung talagang kung if I were in his or her shoe. So, kumbaga, parang ano yung mararamdaman ko? Kung ako kaya yon, ano kaya yung mararamdaman ko? So, that's empathic listening. So, empathy versus sympathy. Well, empathy is not sympathy. Sympathy is a form of judgment. So, it is subtle way of making other people dependent on you. So sometimes sympathy is appropriate and necessary for a healthy emotional balance, while empathy involves understanding someone else and their position. So empathic listening involves much more than registering, reflecting, or even understanding the words that are said. So it's more powerful because it gives you accurate information. Talagang ano, talagang tagos sa puso yung empathy. 'Di ba pagka yun nga, mararamdaman yun ng bawat isa, no? Itong empathy listening. So, why empathy? So, though this is a very crucial, no? It meets a critical human needs or a personal affirmation. Kasi bihira yung minsan yung level na talagang mag-open or makikita mo yung inner pag nag-o-open sa atin yung mga tao, 'di ba? Lalo na yung mga pumupunta sa atin at naghihingi ng mga payo. So, minsan we try to understand muna, we listen. So, after physical survival, sabi nga natin, the greatest need of a human being is a psychological survival. To be understood, to be affirmed, to be validated, and to be appreciated. Di ba yun yung mahalaga? Naiintindihan tayo, may nakikinig sa atin. So, when you listen empathically, so sorry, you give the person psychological affirmation of their value as a person. So imagine how would you feel if another person na completely ignored you as you spoke to them? Di ba hindi maganda? Parang, ayun nga, wala. Hindi ka na lang magtutuloy magkwento kapag ka ay wait lang, pagka nagsasalita, di ba? So, empathic listening is a tremendous deposit into, yung sabi ko kanina, emotional bank account. So, mamaya makikita nyo yung emotional bank account natin. Okay. So, listening response. So, syempre, we evaluate, we prove, we advise, and we interpret. And development of empathic listening. So, ito naman, it involves 4 levels of development. So, meron sinasabing the most basic level, through listening or mimicking. Naalala ko, there was a time na nagtuturo ako sa mga Chinese students. So, magaling, good listeners sila, but they usually mimic, yung ginagaya. So, yung iba naman, ayan, sabi nga natin, yung one is rephrasing content. Yung iba naman, reflecting the feelings and emotions of the person. Or sometimes replacing the content and reflecting the feeling. Yun yung pinaka-final stage, yung pag-reflect. Malalim kasi siya, no? Okay, so that's the different development or stages. Okay, then to be understood. Ayan. So seeking to understand requires consideration. seeking to be understood requires courage. 'Di ba? So parang knowing how to be understood is as important as seeking to understand in reaching the win-win solutions and requires courage. Kailangan malakas yung loob natin, 'di ba? So most people go straight to trying to find a logical explanation for a problem without first establishing their character and building the relationship. So, well, effective communication requires both courage and consideration. So, habit 5 is a powerful because it focuses on your circle of influence. So, as you focus your energies on others, you deplete problems, disagreements, and negative behavior. You are expanding your impact on others beyond yourself. So, masarap din kasi, di ba, yung we try to listen attentively na makakapag-reflect din tayo. So, it's an inside-out approach. Okay. So, now let's try to start. Kailangan daw sabi, gawin na natin to. So, the next time we communicate with anyone, set aside your own autobiography and genuinely seek to understand. Sabi nga, don't push, be patient, yeah, be respectful, so understand their emotions, clarify their statements, and be discerning, sensitive, and aware. Yon. So, yun, pwede na tayong mag-umpisa. So, disagreements are the best time to practice this habit. Yon. Para ma-realize natin, okay, naiintindihan ko na. And seek to understand the motives behind their ideas. Okay ba? Ay, Lord. Ayan, konti na lang po. So, marami, yan. So, habit 6. Are you still with me, guys? So, nasa na ba kayo dyan? Kamusta naman? Still okay? So, medyo stretch lang yung kamay natin. Okay pa ba tayo? So, I hope we're doing good. So, ito na. Habit 6 na tayo. So, habit 6. Ano kaya to? Any guess? Ay, ayan naman pala. So, habit 6 is synergize. Or this is the principles of creative cooperation. Hindi ako sure kung I still have time, but sige. Ayan, principles of creative cooperation. So, synergize, the word synergy. When we say synergy, when two or more people work together to create a better solution than either could be done. So, alone, we can do a little, together we can do so much, di ba? Sabi nga, no man is, two heads are better than one. Naniniwala ako dyan. No? Kasi kailangan natin yan, lalo na sa pagka nag-work tayo, hindi pwede tayo lang yung nag-work. Ayan. So, synergize. So, working together, ito yung mga open-minded, celebrating differences. So, synergize naman ay hindi, it is not if we are working independently or thinking you are always right or tolerating differences. So, this is you. So, syempre tayo po ay may iba't ibang attitude, different religion, ibang paniniwala, pamilya, culture, gusto at ayaw na ayaw. So, may mga iba tayong kaibigan, yung choices, knowledge. We are all different. So, we all learn differently. Tama ba? Lalo na hindi naman, yung age gap eh. 'Di ba? Parang as a mother, paano ka makaka-adjust sa mga anak mo, mga millennials, 'di ba? Mahirap din. It's a learning process. So even we learn differently in terms of linguistic, how we read, write, tell stories, logical, kinesthetics, o iba't iba, interpersonal. So yan. So, we are different. Yun lang naman yon, no? Magkakaiba po tayong lahat. Ay, may naiwan pang talent. Okay, now let's see. Ano, I still have another. Please put it in your chat box kung ano yung makikita nyo ulit sa picture. Okay. So, let's see. Pwede nyo po bang i-type? Nasa na ba? Yan, sa chat box. Ano pong nakikita nyo sa picture? Oh, yan. Liar, liar, mukha. Okay. Yan, may kausap ako. Yay! Okay. Tama, no? So, again, we see different parang interpretation dito sa picture na to. Tama po, no? It's a face and it's a word liar. So, I'll show it to you. So, dikit-dikit na ano, yung pag ganun kasi siya. So, this is L, yan, I, A, and R. So, liar. But, pagka tinignan mo tong perspective na to, it's a face na ito yung mata, ilong, and then bibig, baba, tapos ito yung leeg. Yan. Thank you, guys. So, ayan, another learning po sa atin kung paano how we perceive or see. So, sabi nga, we all see differently, right? So, synergy is keeping promises, being happy to the that we're different, working in teams, being open minded, thinking outside the box, or coming up with third alternatives. Ayan nga yung sila mga nagbe-brainstorming. Yan. And sabi natin, synergy is hindi siya yung nagbe-break ng promise, working alone, syempre. So, on the other side. Okay, so what is synergy? So, sabi nga natin, let's try to go back. So, it's when two or more people work together to create a better solution than either of them could have come up with their own. So, it's not your way or my way, but a better way. Yan. So, yan po yung synergy. So, sana try nyo i-browse sa YouTube ito, yung video ng mga geese. So, why are the geese who fly in V formation a good example of synergy? O, di ba? So, alam niyo ba, yan nga, itong leader na to, binibreak niya yung wind para mabilis silang yung formation na yan. Pero alam niyo ba, pag kami nasugatan or napagod sa kanila, pag may napagod sa kanila, ito, lilipat sa likod, so may papalit. Tapos, pagka mayroong nagkaroon ng injury, talagang bababa, may babagsak syempre yung ibon o yung geese. And then, pagbaba niya, anong tawag dito? Susundan siya ng isa pa or may aalalay sa kanya hanggang sa makalipad ulit sila. So, ganun sila ka, di ba? Parang wow, hindi nila iiwan yung team. Parang ganun. So, ayun, try nyong i-watch yung movie, ano yan, clip, no? Video clip sa YouTube. So, maganda siya. And then, syempre, sabi nga natin, synergy, tingnan natin siya. So, sabi, ulit-ulit ako kanina, open-minded, teamwork, creating solutions, celebrating differences. So, not synergy, close-minded, individual work, not finding new solution, thinking your way. You're always right pala. So, tolerating differences. So, the bottom line is, we are all different. Yes. We learn differently. We have different attitudes, characteristics. We see differently, perceptions and paradigms. We have different values or cultures, and we look and behave differently. So you don't have to agree with what the differences are, but be aware and open to them. It's just, we think of, a synergy as a symphony. 'Di ba parang iba-iba yung instrument nila, no? But there's this originality, no competition, individual effort, common effort. So, it includes everyone. And anong result nila, 'di ba? A better and more positive. So, ganun lang 'yan. Kaya nga, ano minsan sa hiring, hindi pwedeng lahat ganito. Halimbawa, lahat babae, lahat lalaki, or kailangan it's really a combination. Merong, sabi nga, seasoned employee, medyo maiedad na, or mga bata, no? Minsan, hahaluan mo ng fresh grad, kasi it's really a combination. We have to, mahirap yung iisa lang, di ba? Sabi ko nga, paano pag lahat mabait? Ano na mangyayari? Di ba? So, kailangan may somebody na kumukontra at iba yung perspective. Okay, teamwork and synergy. Sabi nga natin, this is an action plan. Alam na natin to. Define the problem, their way, my way, brainstorm, highway. Yun yung binagit ko kanina. And the levels of communication. So, ayan, pataas siya. The more na pataas, mas okay. So, the trust and cooperation. So, defensive, respectful, synergistic. So, it's a win-win. So, we have to deeply understand each other and becomes the stepping stones to synergy. Ayan, pataas po tayo. Okay. So, ano ba yung meron din kasing mental block, nagbablock doon sa situation na yan? So sabi nga natin, it's the block to synergy. Kung defensive fear, obsession, ego, jealousy, anxiety, and anger. So we just have to value the differences. Well, the essence of synergy is valuing the differences. Yun lang. So kailangan nating pahalagahan ang bawat isa. And respect. Okay, that's for habit 6. I hope we still have energy. Ayan. So now habit 7 na po tayo. This is the last habit. So sharpen the saw. Or this is what we call the principles of balance self-renewal. Okay. So, gusto ko to nangyari na to sa akin bago mag-New Year, actually. Kasi kailangan natin yan. Because of the pandemic, ang daming nangyari. No? So, let's try to recharge. Renew yourself. And it's me time. Yeah. So what are the areas of life na kailangan nating balansehin? Ako, minsan guilty tayo dito. Ako guilty dyan. Minsan, lalo na dyan sa ayan, body, mind, heart, soul. Alala ko kasi sa body, last year, bago mag-pandemic, meron kaming program na ano yun? Biggest Loser. So, sumali din ako ron. So, ina-adapt namin yung keto diet, may mga ganyan. Pero nung nag-pandemic, kasi nga 'di ba, immune system yung hinihit niya, ay talaga kailangan na kumain ng rice, kailangan ayan medyo ayan, tamang kailangan ulit bumalik no doon sa diet. So mind, heart and soul. So you cannot do well in the other areas of your life if you don't take care of your body first, then your heart, then your mind, and then your soul. So, tingnan natin. So, pagka ba mind, ano ba yung, body muna, ano yung typical natin pwedeng gawin? So, we have to, dali na, exercise. Yeah, mahirap yata to, no? Ako, tinry ko minsan, pero, ayan, hindi ko ma-maintain minsan. Pero, I'm trying my best, no, na pag-exercise. Minsan, kailangan kung 8 hours kang nasa office lang, tayo-tayo naman, no? Mga 50 minutes, yung break time. So, kailangan makakita ng something green, yung mata natin, para ma-relax. So, exercise right, eat properly, get enough sleep. So, ilan nga ba yung lagi sinasabi, 8 hours of sleep, guilty din minsan, di ba? So, kailangan pa rin nating, ayan, i-take care yung ating body. So, minsan naman, wag naman sobra. Exercise na lang ng exercise. Ayan. So, minsan naman kailangan pa rin i-balance. Kasi syempre, may danger doon na eating disorder or minsan, 'di ba, hindi na okay. So, listen to your body signals or message. Alam naman natin 'yan. So, ano yung sa mind? So, paano nyo katulad nito, this one, itong ating webinar na to na about 7 habits, nagre-refresh tayo kung alam na natin to kasi sometimes may different insights. So mind brain, so ito yung education, self-discipline or self-learning. So we have yung 'di ba iba-ibang klase ng pagtuturo, pwedeng sa magulang, sa school, or tayo mismo, self-education. So ayan. What else? So but reading, sabi nga, is the best way to educate your mind. So key to exercising the mind is the desire to want to learn. Actually, yung reading na yan, dyan ko nahanap The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I think it was 2012 pa. Binasa ko yung, o bumili ako ng book about it. So, ayun, maganda talaga siya. Until now, binabasa-basa ko pa rin siya. So, how about sa heart? O may mga broken-hearted ba dyan? Tingnan natin, no? So, tingnan natin, paano ba natin mabibuild yan? Or mababalanse? So, build and develop relationships. So, kailangan pa rin, di ba, healthy yung relationship. There's help out there for, well, pagka ito, yan, nade-depress, lalo na ngayong pandemic, di ba, parang, ang hirap na minsan magkakalayo. So, kailangan pa rin na natin ng bawat isa. You ask for help, no? So, kailangan din, syempre, laging happy. So, sabi nga, it's the best remedy. Ako naman, I make sure every day na lagi akong okay. When I say okay, wala akong baggages pagpapasok. Kasi mahirap baka ma-influensyahan yung decision making mo kapag medyo you're not good. Nangyayari, pag hindi ako talaga okay, which is bihirang mangyari, hindi ako pumapasok talaga. So, gagawa ako ng way to feel better. So, para maging okay din, di ba? So, o kaya naman, sabi, maglaro or sabi nga, be kids again. So, remember yung kanina, yung si Inside Out, nanonood din ako ng mga cartoon movies until now, at my age. So, para ma-refresh. Kasi ayoko ng mga horror, ayoko ng mga ganyang movies. But, yung more of makakalight, minsan, pagka at the end of this, sabi ko sa anak ko, pag, pili mo ko ng magandang movie, ganyan. So, find ways, no? Pwede naman mas madali. So, sa soul, syempre, your values, principles, your source for inner peace and meaning. Yan, di ba, minsan pwede mag-yoga, pumunta ka kung saan, so mag-internalize. So, take time to renew yourself. So, meditate, find your mission, serve others, go for peaceful walk, being in touch with nature, listen to music. So, keep a journal. Kailangan may masusulat din. Maganda rin kasi yun, no? Na habit. Ako pagka there was a time na iniiba ko, yung katulad ngayon, parang sabi ko nga, gusto ko mag-share. Kumbaga parang sige para masarap din sa pakiramdam kahit hindi ko kayo personally na nakikita pero it's really uplifting sa sarili no na makapag-share or makapag-touch ng buhay ng ibang tao lalo na nung minsan nagjo-join din tayo sa mga pagka-volunteer works, yung totally out, iba, different dun sa usual nyo. So you can explore on that kasi masarap sa pakiramdam. Okay, so the bottom line is there is time for everything. Try to find a balance. So make sure you take the time to renew yourself. Force yourself if you need to. And make this a priority in your life. So kailangan priority. So yeah, 7 habits is yung habit 7, yung sharpen the saw. Body, mind, heart, and soul. Yehey! So, tapos na yung 7 habits natin. Ayan, di ba? Ang bilis. Okay, pero kasi ito, in reality, marami siyang mga workshops. So, para mas maintindihan. So, sabi nga natin dito, yeah, private victory, ito na yung napag-usapan natin. Okay, so habit 1 to 7 and then renewal of yourself. Okay. So ito naman yung sabi nga the upward spiral of growth. Kailangan talaga dito ka sa baba. Ano yun? The more proactive you are, that's habit 1. The more effective you can exercise personal leadership, which is habit 2, and personal management, which is habit 3. Kailangan dun talaga sa habit 1 to 3 muna. Kasi para you go dun sa pagtaas dun sa spiral. And this is what we called emotional bank. Kanina yung tinatanong ko, sinasabi ko sa inyo na, ayan, kung may bangko tayo sa yung literal na pera, meron din dapat tayong emotional bank account na mag-invest tayo sa mga magagandang habits or magagandang gawain sa kapwa natin. Kasi masarap na pakiramdam. Huwag kayong mag-withdraw, deposit lang. Oh, para dito man lang milyonaryo tayo, 'di ba? So sabi nga minsan hindi man ako mayaman sa pera, 'di ba? Sa ibang bagay mayaman tayo. Okay, and this is Covey. Stephen Covey, siya po yan. No? Pero ano na po, he passed away, I think, 2012 ata or 2011. So sabi niya dito, most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. Yan. Kalimitan ganyan, but not all. So the key to creating passion in your life is to find your unique talents and your special role and purpose in the world. So, kailangan malaman natin talaga yan. So, ako, I'm really a passionate teacher, no? Gusto ko talagang nagtuturo. And there are 3 constant in life, which is change, choice, and principles. So, ayan, this is the 7 habits of highly effective people. I hope nakatulong po tayo kahit somehow. So this is a powerful lesson in personal change. And thank you very much po for listening. I hope nakatulong ako sa inyo kahit paano, kahit isang habit lang. So sige nga, anong tawag doon? Anong gusto yung habit? Ganun no? Pero I think you start with the habit 1. Sabi nga natin, yung yung private victory. So, yung 1, 2, 3. Kasi tayo naman yan. Okay, once again, thank you very much guys for listening. And if you have some questions or You can reach me through my email, and I have here posted my phone number. Okay, thank you, Miss Rana.
Naka-mute pala ako, ayan. Ako naman na naka-mute ngayon. Thank you
Okay.
so much po for that wonderful talk, Miss Apple. Naku, background po muna natin si Miss Apple para tayo naman po ay syempre makapagpasalamat po dun sa atin pong ibang mga sponsors po. For those who have questions, please feel free to put it in our group chat. Ayan po, para po sagot po yan maya-maya ni Miss Apple. Sabi ni Miss Apple kanina, there are three constant things in life. Akala ko yung three constant things na yun, PhilHealth, SSS, pag-ibig. Sorry, kagagaling ko lang kasi sa understanding mandatory benefits. Hindi pala sila yung tatlong yun. Anyway, so I hope po marami po kayong natutunan. But before that po, we would just like to thank one of our sponsors. Siyempre po, isa po sa ating industry partner, hindi po mawawala, is Move Up. Move Up is a learning platform where you can enroll yourself into a number of micro-learning topics. Ilang minutes lang po per topic. Marami po kayong matututunan dyan. There are a lot of topics there. It's downloadable in iOS. Pwede rin po siyang i-download sa Android or Play Store po. Okay, so please watch this video from them. Ayan po. So kung kayo po ay you're looking for a learning platform for your team members, for your organization, Move Up is the way to go po. Again, it's downloadable in Apple Store as well as in Google Play Store. I think they also have a lot of plans for 2021, so watch out for that po. They have a lot of topics naka-plan po for the year. So kung kayo po ay naghahanap po talaga ng platform for micro-learning for your team, Move Up again is the way to go. Yan po ang aming nire-recommend po talaga. Okay. So, ayan po. Bago ko po tawagin pabalik sa ating screen si Miss Apple, meron po tayong isang maiksing contest po solely for the people within the room. Okay? Yung lahat po ng nasa loob ng ating Zoom room ngayon. Kayo lang po ang po pwedeng manalo nito. We're giving away 10% discount to our total quality HR webinar happening on January 23. 10% discount po. So what is it that you have to do? Ready na po ba lahat? Nakikinig na po ba lahat? Excited na po ba lahat for a chance to win a 10% discount? So we would be picking po 3 winners for this one, okay? The only thing that you need to do po para makakuha po kayo ng 10% discount to our total quality HR webinar happening on January 23 in our group chat po, sa atin pong group chat. Okay? Pabilisan po ito ha, yung pinakamabilis po na effort nyo. Okay? What? Mabilis po sagot kailangan ha. What is habit number 2? Okay? What is habit number 2? First 3 na makapagbigay po ng sagot, yan po yung makakakuha ng ating premyo. Within the room po lang yan. Okay? We already have 1, 2, isa na lang po, 3. Okay, we have a winner na po. We have first po na winner natin, we have Joy Carman. And then our second winner is Gio Ramos. And the third one is Dorothy Villamor. Okay? So we have Joy Carman. Sorry, kailangan ko isulat ang pangalan. Multitasking tayo dito. Gio Ramos. And we also have Dorothy Villamor. We'll send you an email po hopefully before end of day tomorrow para po sa details, okay? That's 10% discount po. Okay? At may surprise po kami sa lahat po ng mga nandito po sa loob ng room. You actually have, or everyone has here, a 5% discount to our labor relations and labor cases webinar. So kung hindi pa po kayo nakaka-attend, pwede po kayo umattend po noon. Okay? 5% discount po for labor relations and labor cases webinar. We'll send you the details po doon sa email na pinaregister nyo po or ginamit nyo to register for this webinar today. Okay po, everyone po yan, meron kayo. Now, for those who are watching from our pages po, okay, the 5% is for everyone in the room. For those who are watching on our pages po, pwede pa po kayong sumali. Just comment hashtag UpRush webinar, tag 3 of your friends, and you're going to get a 5% discount for total quality HR webinar. Okay? So yan po, lahat po nung nandun sa ating page naman po, nanonood po from our page. Okay? Okay, so let's call back po Miss Apple. Miss Apple, ready ka na po ba para sa ating Q&A portion? Ayan. Okay, ayusin lang po natin. For some reason, okay, ayan. Ganyan na lang. Hindi ko alam if, ayan, kita. Sorry. Hindi ko alam if kita si Miss Apple. I think pag naka-unmute ka po, ay, unmute lang po kita. Ayan. So, Miss Apple, meron po tayong mga questions po right now doon po sa ating comment section. Okay? So, simulan po natin doon sa, sino yung si kay Ami po. Tama ba? Ang basa ko. Okay, unahin po natin si Miss Farida Kunanan. Sabi ni Miss Farida, if you want to be a leader, expect everybody not to like you. If you want to make them happy, do not be a leader. Do you agree po ba, Miss Apple?
Well, dun sa part na we cannot please everyone, that's true. Natutunan ko yan. But dun sa you can be a leader naman, no? It's still your choice, it's still your option. Kasi yung leader naman defines differently dun sa perspective na hindi hindi porky yun nga yung expectations kasi sa atin or expectations sa atin, sabi nga we have different expectations, but at the end of the day ako parati ko yung sinasabi sa sarili ko, basta gawin ko lang yung best ko for the day, and if I can, basta nasa tama tayo, and that's it. Kumbaga we cannot really please them, and but we have to respect them. So respeto lang din sa individual differences.
Agree,
Diba?
agree.
Yeah.
Sabi po ni Ami, you wanted to work on this self-balance, but what will you do if the culture of the company is toxic and beyond your control? Paano
Uh,
daw po yung pag
well, minsan kasi ma'am, at the end of the day, pag uwi mo ng bahay, no, ikaw pa rin yung magbabalance ng sarili mo yan. You have to discipline yourself. Dati, naalala ko yan, no? Bit-bit ko rin yung gamit ko. Alam mo yung may extension yung trabaho hanggang bahay. Minsan at the bit hanggang gabi, nag-work ka pa rin. Yung toxic na environment, medyo talagang challenge yun. Kung hindi natin kaya siyang maka-influensya na ma-inform, mag-feedback dun sa mga tamang tao, sometimes tayo yung aalis dun sa kung hindi tayo maging komportable dun sa culture nung environment na yun or nung company na yun. Kung toxic talaga, wag niyong ipilit kasi sarili niyo pa rin yan eh. Kumbaga at the end of the day, mas mahalaga pa rin yung sarili natin na mapangalagaan natin. So if you're not happy anymore sa environment, wala na kayong tinitingnan dyan, then people come and go. Grow outside.
Next question po, this is from Miss Queenie Navarro. They say we don't need to care about what other people think about us, but that doesn't seem to always work for me though. So I hope you can give me advice and suggestions to what mindset and habit I'll need to develop if I keep overthinking about things that doesn't really matter naman in the first place. So
Well,
we seem to have an overthinker po here na
yes.
Queenie.
Actually, guilty ako dyan. Guilty ako dyan sa overthinking na yan. Kasi ewan ko ha, Virgo kasi, Virgo po yung sign ko. I don't know ha, sa iba naniniwala. Pero overthinker, yeah, overthinker. Parang nag-uumpisa ka pa lang, nandun ka na sa dulo. Ewan ko ba kung bakit, no? Kalma lang talaga. Calm down, refresh. Parang yung minsan, pag may mga bagay na hindi mo na makontrol sa sarili mo, ano lang, sa bed, nahihiga, kapag ang dami kong iniisip, talaga sobra, overwhelming. So sa bed, nahihiga ako, tapos yung kamay ko nakaganyan, yung open palm, tapos relax lang talaga, then nagpe-pray ako. Makakatulog na ako, pagising ko okay na ako. I don't know if it can work sa bawat isa, no? But for me, it works kasi overthinker thinker din tayo. And
Nak-
maybe yung sabing time management, it could help, no? Yung setting your goal. So sulat lang, focus dun sa step 1. Wag ka na muna dun sa step 10, no? Step 1 muna tayo.
Ako, Miss Apple, mukhang may parang may bigat ata yung pagiging Virgo talaga. Kasi si Queenie ay Virgo nga. Okay.
Oh,
Oo.
okay.
Pero
Totoo.
actually may mga friends din ako na Virgo na medyo may pagka-perfectionist sila. And yung anxiety
Right.
nila generally comes from that perfectionist attitude. So siguro ako masasabi ko kay Queenie, ako, ano din kasi ako minsan nag-overthink din ako. Hindi ako Virgo. Pero ako ay overthink about what will people say about me because I'm
Mm-mm.
Cancer. Eh, ang Cancer,
Okay.
medyo ano kami, medyo, ewan ko, there's not much science to it. I don't know why, pero most Cancer people, they tend to be quite sensitive. So I
Yeah.
overthink.
Yes.
Pero,
True.
yeah, go
Ma'am,
ahead po,
ang
Miss
ang
Apple.
kailangan kasi sometimes i-let go mo.
Mm-mm.
Mag-let go ka kahit papaano. Kasi tama ka ron, mami, may pagka-OC or yung into nitty-gritty na tumatagal minsan magtiwala or mag-let go kaya sa sarili mo. Halimbawa, simple lang na kunwari may madumi, eh hindi mo na kayang maglinis. Alam mo yung minsan ganon, eh minsan hahayaan mo na lang ng, yung kumbaga, i-let go mo lang na there are times na hindi talaga papasok dun sa standards mo. So, acceptance. Yeah.
Oo, actually yun yung sasabihin ko nga rin kay Queenie. Tsaka Queenie, palagi mong iisipin siguro, is this something that I can find a solution for? If it's something that I can find a solution for, then let's work on that solution. Let's try finding that solution. But if this is something that I cannot find a solution for at this very moment, bakit ko pa poproblemahin? Eh, hindi nga ako makakahanap ng solution. 'Di ba? So
Right.
all I have to do is just let go. Wala akong magagawa, kahit mainis lang ako, masasayang lang yung energy ko. Okay?
Correct.
So I am not sure, may nabasa akong article dati. Hindi ko maalala kung sino yung author or saan ko siya nabasa. Pero sabi dun sa article, iisipin mo, etong nagpapainis sa akin. Okay? Etong nagpapainis sa akin. Yung pinanggagalingan ba nito ay importante sa akin? Kasi we have people who are important to us. We have things that are important for us.
Okay, Ma'am Rona, nakamute ka?
Oo,
Ayan.
na-disconnect ako. Nag
Na-disconnect.
ako ang host, ako ang na-disconnect. Kaloka 'to. Kaloka
Okay.
'tong PLDT, hello. So, sinasabi ko kay Queenie, so yung sabi dun sa article na yun, 'di ba? May mga bagay na importante sa'yo. Kung yung problema mo ay hindi nanggagaling or will not have an impact on the things that are important to you, no need for you to worry about it. Okay? But if it's something that will impact the things, the people that are important to you, then tingnan mo anong meron. Okay? Ano po pwede kong gawin? Okay? If you can do something about it, then do something about it. If you can't do anything about it, baka naman oras ang kailangan para ma-resolve mo yung issue. Kasi minsan ano rin hindi pala something na dapat mong something na dapat mong pag-aksayahan ng oras. Kasi yung oras pala yung magsusolve. And it happened to me a couple of times, especially nung bata pa ako. You worry about it a lot, tapos biglang, ay, hindi ko pala kailangang mag-worry. I just need to let things uh, go its own way. Things to fall into place. Mariresolve din pala siya kagad. May mga ganun pa. Do
Yeah,
you agree po
true.
ba, Miss Apple?
Tama. Kasi, even ako, sabi ko nga, pagiging HR, hindi pala madali. Kasi, tayo, we tend to troubleshoot problems. The more pala yung problems natin, bigger talaga. And, yun, how will you, well, we are not underestimating yung problema ng bawat isa. Pero I should say kasi, ang hirap humingi ng advice minsan. Kasi ikaw yung nag-a-advise, no? So, hahanap ka rin ng way, no? I usually, well, ako sabi ko nga, parang ako na-amaze ako sa mga lolo't lola. I used to talk to them. Iba yung wisdom nila. So minsan nakakapag-okay, balik ka ulit dun sa ano yung dati ka? Ano ba yung gusto mo talaga? Maybe it
Fair.
could help.
Sabi po ni Ami, whoever or whatever rules your mind, then you are a slave of that person or situation. Ayan. So, Queenie,
Oh.
tatandaan mo palagi yun. Whoever or
Mm-mm.
whatever rules your mind, okay? Kung ano yung nag-o-occupy ng oras, isipan mo, ano yung nagbibigay sa'yo ng anxiety, you are a slave of that. Do not be a slave of that. Okay? Isa din sa mga palagi kong lalo na yung uma-attend ng aming problem solving and decision making na webinar, lagi ko sinasabi ito. Ang pinakauna, pinakaimportante, may problema ba? Yun yung una. Kasi minsan masyado tayong anxious, we're trying to resolve the situation, pero in the first place, wala namang problema. 'Di ba? May ganun tayo sa HR, may ganun tayo. We feel that there is a need for us to change things. Pero ang tanong, is there a need for that change? So yun din, isipin mo din po yun. Ayan. Sabi
Yes.
naman po ni Miss Mel Ontua, si Miss Mel po ay isa po sa ating mga usual attendee po sa ating webinar. How do you break the company culture if the people itself don't want to change for good? Ayan, naku,
Kasi ito kasi
maraming nagtatanong yan.
mahirap yan eh. Very challenging yan sa part ng, halimbawa ako for instance, sabi ko nga, I've been into different cultures din. And marami din talagang hindi nakakapag-adjust dun sa culture. Pero, nababago ba siya? Yes. Pag-uusapan lang talaga siya ng top management, ng mga leaders. Ano ba yung gusto natin? Ano ba yung, lalo na ngayon with the pandemic, na iba yung culture, di ba? Na iba yung priority, no? Na iba din yung budget kung saan ilalaan. Pero we can make a difference. Actually, voice out lang natin. No, medyo minsan talagang parang feeling natin hindi tayo naririnig. Ako, dumating ako dun sa point na I have this, hindi, wala pa ako sa managerial position, officer level pa lang ako. Nagsasuggest ako, ang sipag kong magsalita. Ito po ma'am, ito po yung option 1, option 2, yung ganyan. At the end of the day, wala siyang pinili. So, anong mafe-feel ko? That time, hindi ako na-hurt kasi trabaho ko yun eh. Parang ako, iniisip ko na lang, maybe dahil siya yung nasa position, higher position, mas nakikita niya yung whole picture. And hindi siya appropriate at that time, dun yung mga options na binigay ko sa kanya. And I respect that. Ang mahalaga lang, hindi ako nagkulang as a person, for that position, to give feedback. Hindi ako magsasawang magbigay ng feedback na maayos syempre, in a manner na hindi ma-offend, parang ito po, sa palagay niyo po ba, okay po ba ito? Ito po yung nakikita ko. So, kayo po ang bahala. Kasi minsan talaga, yung mga boss natin, no, iba-iba rin yung style nila, depende sa approach. Pagka medyo, ayan, that, minsan may kasama pang facial expression na parang, alam mo, ayaw mong parang, yan lang po, ganyan lang po. Di ba yung mga ganong salita? Ayan.
Ako suggestion ko, always ask why. Kasi minsan tayo, 'pag na-shutdown na yung ano natin, yung ating, 'pag shinoot down na yung ating suggestion, nandun na kaagad tayo sa, "Ay bakit gano'n, pinaghirapan ko 'to, eh." Understandable yung part na yon. Pero you also have to refocus at isipin niyo, bakit niya shinoot down yung suggestion ko? Or ba't wala siyang pinili in the first place, 'di ba? You also have to understand where the other person is coming from. Si Miss Jacqueline Pe Luy, yung isa sa mga previous speakers natin, lagi niya sinasabi ito. If you want to have your project approved, if you want to have your proposals approved, go for low-lying fruits. Sino yung mga tao that you can tap, that can help you or who can help you get your project approved? So get to know them. As
Yes.
HR, okay? Hindi tayo nabubuhay sa isang bubble lang, separate from the rest of the world. We
Correct.
need the people around us to get things going. Hindi tayo ang gagawa ng lahat. Ang role natin is to get the people around us to work towards a common goal. Okay? Yun yung
True.
power natin. Okay?
Actually, Ma'am Rona, just to share with you din, and sa group, no, si pandemic kasi grabe din talaga yung naging twist sa buhay natin as HR. That time, napaka-powerful talaga ng, yun, I create a committee for that certain situations. Eh, hindi ko kasi kaya lahat eh, di ba? Hindi natin kaya lahat. We tap different people. Kailangan talaga, ano eh, teamwork talaga eh. Sabi nga, synergize, no? So, kailangan talaga ng iba't iba. Kasi sabi ko nga, I'm not a medical practitioner. Hindi ko alam yung virus na yan. I cannot speak about it. Parang ang hirap. Pero nagtingin ako sa profile namin that would help, that can help us. Merong nursing graduate, may ganyan. So sila yung pinulong ko. Tell me about this. And ayun, sa awa naman ng Diyos, thankful kami na so far we're doing well. I mean, nako-contain na may maintain pa rin na walang nai-infect. And ayun, hopefully,
Correct, correct. Yun naman talaga yun eh. Yun nga, palagi din natin sinasabi yan, hindi natin kaya lahat. Okay? Let's not entertain that idea that we can do everything. We can't do everything. Hindi natin kaya lahat. Kaya nga meron tayong mga tao sa paligid natin to help us kung saan kulang tayo. Yung strengths natin, yung strengths nila, pag pinagsama-sama mo yan, napaka-powerful natin. Okay po. Question po ni Miss Arlene Aguilar, ano po yung pwedeng gawin or i-advise sa mga taong reactive para maging proactive sila?
well, minsan ang hirap kasing baguhin ang attitude. Basta mahalaga makontain mo yung sarili mo na hindi ka mahawa, no? Kasi minsan nakakahawa yon, no? The more na na-expose. Pero kung very strong ka, minsan kaya natin silang turuan. Uy, wag ka naman masyadong makareact. Alam mo ba, yung minsan, kung depende sa relationship, no? Pero kalimitan, paparealize natin sa kanila. Yun. Kung ano yung mga, parang kailangan nilang makita eh. Minsan gano'n eh, may experience yung situations. Pero, well, sa ating mga proactive na, hanggat kaya mong i-influensyahan yung kapwa natin to be proactive. 'Di ba? Minsan ako nung niran ko to, halimbawa may maririnig ka na masyado ng iba na yung sabi ko, be proactive. Kahit yun lang yung word na sabihin ko dun sa mga kasama ko kasi alam na nga nila yon. So minsan nagre-refresh, reactive naman. So minsan kailangan lang, parang mag-refresh.
Oo, oo. I agree naman ako doon. Meron po tayong phone-in question from one of our pages po. Ang sabi po niya dito, any tips to manage our time and prioritize things, especially now that most of us is working from home at si boss ay hindi tumitigil ng email.
Wow, yes. Alam nyo ba, talaga very important to jot down notes. To-do list, activity for the day, and mga to-do list natin. So you have to have your journal in any means. Mapa cellphone. Although ako kasi dumating ako sa time na techie din ako. Yung 'di ba, parang may calendar. Wow. Ano na, kaso minsan yun nga, nalobat o kaya naman nasira yung phone o di parang nagulo yung mundo mo, di ba? Kaya ako, well, I don't know kung yun sa namin yun, yung traditional ako, I write. Sulat talaga. I have this journal talaga. Tapos every year, nabili din ako. Mahilig ako sa notebook. So, sulat lang. Sulat lang talaga. Kasi ang daming instructions ng boss, minsan di mo na maintindihan, minsan decision pala yon, at minsan nalilimutan nila. You have to go back there. Parang, ito po, kahit hindi na nila pirmahan o kung ano man means na para mapatunay, pero sa sarili natin, ito po, nag-meeting po tayo last time, ito po yung sabi nyo po, ito po yung instructions nyo. So ito po, minsan nga, ganito pong oras. Ayan. O kaya naman, if yung sa email, you could reply naman din para may traceability. But the important thing is, yun nga, sa dami, minsan kasi, ano ba yung, at the end of the day, lalo na tayo mga, parang wala akong nagawa. Maiisip mo, ano bang ginawa ko? Pero busy ako the whole day. 8 hours a day or more. Pero parang ano yung output ko? Pero kapag sinusulat nyo siya, ako, inumpisahan ko siya nung day 1. Wow, may pag-highlight pa ako ha. Ano yan, parang notebook po, dito yung to do, na number ako. Very inspiring eh, number siya. Tapos dito status, yung tapat niya. And then, pagka nagawa ko siya, hina-highlightan ko. Para alam ko, iba-ibang color pa, mahilig ako sa pens, sa notebook. So natutuwa ako. Happy ako pag nag-highlight ako. Konti na lang, matatapos ko na to. Isa naman. So,
Correct, correct.
well, effective po yun sa akin. Sana try nyo dun sa iba. Baka effective po.
Sa batch ata natin effective yon. Guys, I also do notebook. Ayan.
Yeah,
Nakalista din
opo.
po. Pag ganun ata yung mga magkakaedad na,
Ayan nga
kami mga
eh.
magkakaedad, mahilig kami magsulat.
Yes.
Kasi iba pa rin pag yung sinusulat mo. Matatandaan mo din siya eh. Hindi katulad pag yung sa phone, tinatype or something. At some point
Mm-mm.
nakakalimutan mo. Pero pag sinusulat mo siya, for some reason, mas tanda mo siya.
Mm-mm.
Okay? Para naman dun sa mga may mga boss na matitigas ang ulo, makukulit. Meron po tayong tinatawag na na auto-reply. Actually, yung team members ko noon doon sa dati kong work, sinabihan ko
Yeah.
talaga sila na i-on yung auto-reply para after na shift nila, pag may pumasok na email, alam nung kung sino man yung nag-send ng email. Kasi baka hindi rin aware yung kabilang party na, ito pala yung shift niya. So,
Mm-mm.
on yung auto-reply para pag nag-email sa inyo, makita nila na, nakapag-log out na siya. So, itong concern ko, bukas na to ma-assist or bukas na to ma-accommodate. Okay?
Yeah.
Sabi po ni Miss Farida, what should we do if our boss seems to send directives? Almost all is urgent. Laging ang routing urgent. Oftentimes, I'm rattled and palpitated na. Ay, Diyos ko po.
Oh, just
Ano daw po?
relax talaga. Inhale, exhale. Yun. Or count 1 to 10. Or you have the stress ball. Pero at the end of the line, kailangan magkaroon ng chance na mag-usap and
Correct.
ma-raise yung concern mo.
Mm-mm.
Ano yan? May time yan. Timing. Right timing. Sa right timing, alam mo yung mood ng boss eh. Sir, o kaya, ayan ma'am, ito po yung mga papagawain niyo po. Ano po yung gusto niyo pong unahin ko? Minsan,
Oo.
magkaroon lang tayo ng courage na sabihin yan.
Assertiveness.
Yes, kasi
Assertiveness. Oo.
di ba, mahirap lang, ako lang po nag-iisa, pangit naman yun, di ba, parang sabihin napaka-different. Hindi, ano lang, kung mga ako nagno-notes ka, ito po lahat yung utos nyo for the day. Ano po yung gusto nyong mauna? Ganyan,
Oo.
positive pa rin, di ba? Alin po yun, kasi lahat mukha po, sa tingin ko, lahat urgent. Ayan. So tell me ma'am, o tell me sir, ano po yung which is which?
Yung,
Ayan. So,
yung isa kong boss dati, ganyan yung ginagawa ko sa kanya. So, pag sunod-sunod na yung instructions niya, sinasabihan ko kagad siya, eto yung sinabi mo sa akin, alin dito yung gusto mong unahin ko kasi hindi ko to matatapos lahat. Sinasabi ko na kagad. I think
yes.
yun yung kailangan din ma-develop mo, Farida, and for the rest of those who are in the room, na dapat ma-develop natin yung pagiging assertive. Kasi tayo
Mm-mm.
mahiyain tayo eh. We don't like confrontation. So pag may mga ganyan, magmumukmuk na lang tayo sa isang tabi. Parang ano ba yan? Pagod na pagod ako. Hindi naman niya nakikita. Wag ganun. Kasi walang mariresolve.
Yeah.
Mag-fester lang yung feeling na pagod ka. So, might as well puntahan mo yung boss mo. Sabihin mo sa kanya. Kasi baka hindi rin siya aware.
Yes,
Sabihin mo,
totoo
ba?
yan. Actually, medyo guilty din minsan tayo dyan. Kasi ang dami
Mm-mm.
nagpa-pop up. Nire-release natin dun sa kasama natin. Oh, you have to do this and do that. Call this, call that. Lahat, no? So, para bang, okay. Tapos parang minsan ano bang ginawa niya? Parang wala siyang nagawa. So, anong sikreto again? Kailangan, bago mag-umpisa yung araw, mag-usap kayo. Oh, ito yung ano natin, may action form kami na tinatawag. So, ano yung to-dos? Ano yung activities? Ano yung priority? So, ayun, yung ganun, kailangan pa rin mag-usap talaga.
True.
Kasi
Agree.
pagka, halimbawa tayo ma'am, nagbibigay tayo ng instruction, oo naman ang oo, okay po, okay po, okay. Syempre, nag-a-assume tayo na gagawin niya kasi oo siya ng oo, hindi man siya naghihindi. Yun na nga yung
True!
sinasabing, mahirap magsalita ng no. Yan, we have to learn how to say no or hindi na po namin kayo,
True.
stop muna po.
Oo.
Ayan.
Guys, oo, totoo yun. Actually, ako, minsan, guilty ako dito. Sa team ko, minsan nakakalimutan ko na meron pa sila iba pang kailangan gawin. So, pag nagbigay ako ng instructions minsan, as soon as may maisip ako, alam ni Monica yan, as soon as may maisip ako, email kagad ako. Pero minsan kasi hindi ko gusto na pagka-email ko, sagutin mo kagad. Gusto ko lang send kagad sa'yo kasi mawawala sa isip ko. O kaya naman minsan, dahil umuoo ka, dire-diretso lang ako na, okay, sige, kaya pa niya, kaya pa niya. Tapos hindi mo na pala kaya. So, please, sabihan niyo po kami. Okay?
Yeah.
Yung mga boss niyo po ay tao din po. Minsan nakakalimutan din po namin na meron na pala kami na utos. So, remind niyo po kami na, ma'am,
Yeah.
boss, sir, ilan na po ito, hindi ko na kaya.
And siguro sa mga listener din natin na mga managers or may mga hawak na tao, try to commend people. Kahit simple, uy, thank you, uy, good job, uy, okay yan. Yung, kasi minsan yun lang yung kailangan din natin. Ako, personally, syempre may boss din ako. Para ma-motivate pa tayo na to do more.
Correct, correct, correct. Tapos 'pag sobrang nai-stress out na nga kayo, 'di ba, sabi nga natin, mind, body, soul kanina, 'di ba? 'Yun yung huling ano natin, huling habit natin. Kung ano po yung nakakapagpasaya sa inyo, gawin niyo. Kasi hodang yaan ay pagtatanim ng kung ano-ano pa. Kahit na nakakamatay kayo ng halaman, go sa pagtatanim. Ha
Actually, Miss Rona, no, naalala ko yan. Kasi dadating din talaga sa buhay natin na hahanapin mo yung sarili mo. Aalamin mo yung gusto mo. And alam mo ba, discovering myself, naalala ko no, nung ano yun, mga siguro 10 years ago na para bang masaya na pala ako, eto ha, masaya na pala ako sa mainit na kanin at mainit na itlog, piniritong itlog. Feeling ko nakakain na ako ng ano nun, lechon. Ayun
ay,
yung pakiramdam ko.
nangyayari sa akin 'yan,
'Di
kanin at
ba
saka
parang
ano,
wow,
sardinas.
sarap. Oo, 'di ba? Hindi mo alam na hindi pala yung kung nasa exclusive, 'di ba minsan napaka-formal nung kainan natin na halimbawa may mga gatherings ganyan na parang hindi ka na mabusog-mabusog. Hindi ka mabusog doon, 'di ba? Pero yung ganun kasimple. Or sometimes ako ang stress pag tanggal ng stress ko, naglalaan talaga ako sa sarili ko ng 500 pesos every payday or every month na lang, wag nang every payday, para magpa-foot spa, body massage, foot spa, manicure, pedicure. Ayan, pero ngayong pandemic medyo nawala-wala eh. Pero yun, kasi sarili ko yan eh. Alagaan ko yung sarili ko. Na medyo nawala yan nung, syempre naiiba yung priority. Pero tell
Oo,
you, kailangan pala natin, kahit may asawa na tayo, may mga anak tayo, may work tayo, kailangan pa rin may me time. Me time.
correct,
So,
correct.
yan.
Agree. Ako, 'pag ako ay nai-stress, either at makikita niyo 'to sa Facebook page ko, ako po ay naglalaro ng Dota or eto ang aking pinagkakaabalahan. Di ko alam kung makikita siya. Eto po ay Paint by the Number.
Oh,
Ayan.
wow.
Napaka-sakit niya sa batok, pero alam mo yung sakit na parang, "Ay, gusto ko 'to." Kasi 'pag 'pag nagpipintura ka, wala, eh, blanko yung isip mo, nakakapagpahinga yung isip. Okay, so kayo kung ano yung
Yes.
nakakapagpasaya sa inyo, every now and then, take time for that kasi alam naman natin na napaka-stressful ng buhay sa HR. Huwag na po nating dagdagan pa ng stress. Okay?
Ako, ma'am, naalala ko, there was a time na nasa Japanese company ako. Si Japanese company kasi is very workaholic. Ang dami ko talagang natutunan. Pero dahil sa pagbabago sa buhay ko, personal life ko, I need to give ample time sa mga anak ko. So,
Mm.
I need the Saturday and Sunday. Tayo kasi parang 24/7 din. Pagka kailangan may nagkasakit, pag kami na aksidente, tayo yung CHR. Parang tayo yung di ba, laging nandyan. Pero, yun, naghanap, well, ang ending nung story, kaya nakapunta ako dun sa isang company na walang Sabado lang ang pinagkaiba niya. Kasi I need it. Kasi sabi nga natin, well, ewan ko kung part of growing up or umiidad na ba or naiiba yung priority. No? So, yun, yung may mga ganun, you have options. Huwag matakot mawalan ng or mag-resign. There's opportunity outside pa. Napakarami pa.
Correct. Gusto ko ito sinabi ni Sir Florentino Asuncion. Our boss encourages us to learn how to say no, lalo if alam mo na marami kang nakapilang task. That's a good practice actually. So yung mga boss diyan na nasa room po natin ngayon, mga manager, supervisors, encourage nyo po yung mga empleyado nyo. Kasi minsan kaya yung mga empleyado, hindi sila nagiging assertive kasi they've had a boss in the past na kailangan sundin mo lang siya. Okay? Pag nasanay sila ng ganun, kikerry nila yung ganung behavior even in their future workplaces. So mas maganda na pag meron kayong mga tao, i-encourage nyo sila para pag pumunta na sila sa ibang workplace, nabago nyo na yung behavior, naturuan nyo sila na maging assertive. Ayan. Mahirap po gawin for some people pero kailangan talaga matuto maging assertive and mag-communicate properly, especially with our higher ups. Delikado pag yung inipon mo lang lahat yung asar sa utak mo nang walang outlet. Correct.
Correct.
Oo.
Yes.
Kayo po ang
True.
mababurn out. Ayan.
I-release.
Mm-mm.
Minsan, minsan kasi pwedeng ako, di ba, kalimitan may mga bagay na hindi mo agad ma-share sa workplace kasi yung confidentiality na
Mm.
na part, no? Pero kung if you have somebody na i-share mo lang generic, alam mo yung wala kang name na pangalan mismo, si ganito, si ganyan. Situations lang
Mm.
para ma-release, makatulong ma-release kasi maiipon. Yun nga, baka mag-explode ka, 'di ba? Dun
Correct, correct.
sa hindi ka na yung bottled water lang. Baka maging soda tayo na we can explode anytime. So i-release yung ano nun, yung ano tawag doon, yung spirit. So
Oo.
kailangan
May mas
mailabas.
maganda ako ano diyan, analogy do sa iyong ano, bottled water and yung soda. 'Di ba
Ayan.
yung soda 'pag nilagyan mo ng Mentos,
Yes. Grabe.
sumasabog, 'di ba?
Oo. Grabe yung
Gano'n din ang
explosion.
tao. Ba-bottle mo lahat 'yan. Isang trigger lang, isang maliit na trigger lang, sabog lahat 'yan. Parang yung
True.
soda ni Miss Apple. So,
Yeah,
'pag
that's
kayo
true.
po, 'wag niyo po iba-bottle, don't bottle it up. Try to find an outlet. Kailangan may outlet. Kung kinakailangan ng outlet ay pagkain, sasamahan ko kayo diyan. Oo, nagutom ako
Yeah.
dun sa example ni Miss Apple kanina, yung kanin at saka sardinas, naghahanap tuloy
Oo,
ako
di ba?
ngayon.
Promise. Parang wow. May wow feeling. May
Mm.
ganon. May wow feeling.
Yung
Hahanapin
pagod
nyo yun.
pagod na pagod ka buong araw tapos pag-uwi mo 'di ba yung bagong saing na kanin na ang init pa tapos
Mm-mm.
sardinas,
Sarap.
ang sarap talaga niyan.
Yeah.
Grabe. Anyways, guys kung meron pa po kayong questions, pwede pa po tayong humabol sa ating group chat. Lagay niyo lang po yung questions niyo doon. Baka masyado po kayong matuwa sa amin ni Miss Apple. Nagchikahan na po kami dito. Ayan po. So kung may questions na po, I think lahat ng question naman ay nasagot na po natin. Yung iba po dito ay mostly mga comments lang po. Thank you, Approach Family, headed by Ma'am Rona, and to resource speaker, Miss Apple, for inspiring everyone with
Yeah.
this topic. Yes, napakaganda po ng topic ngayon.
Okay.
Napakaganda ng ng delivery ni Miss Apple kasi the
Thank you.
7 habits of highly effective people. This is actually a high level discussion. For
Yeah.
it to be discussed in such a way na talagang makaka-relate ka. Naku, it takes a
Yes.
certain skill for that to
True.
for that to happen. Ayan po.
Thank you.
Sabi din po ni Miss Arlene, thank you Miss Apple and Miss Rona for answering my question po. It's a big help po. Tama, sikaping di ka mahawa sa pagiging reactive nila. Yes po. Ang kayang kontrolin, sarili natin. Tayo lang ang may control niyan,
Yes.
wala nang iba.
Iba. Correct.
Okay? Yes po. Ay, sabi ni Miss Celerina Capones, thank you daw po. Ayan.
You're
So I
welcome po.
think nasagot na po natin lahat. Pinakita na po ni Miss Apple kanina yung kanya pong contact details. So if ever you do have any questions, you can reach out to Miss Apple. If you would like to have her as a speaker for the 7 habits of highly effective people,
Yeah.
you can also reach out to her para gagawin po niya yan para sa inyo pong organizations.
Yeah,
Ayan.
we can customize naman kung ano yung gusto yung
Yes.
i-hit. Actually, minsan yan yung key, di ba? Ma'am,
Oo.
yung ganito, kailangan also. Alam
Seven
na po
habits
natin
pero
yan.
dapat ganitong ano.
Yes. Gantong approach, mahit talaga yung medyo problematic. So, we can do that. We can customize.
Ayan po. So ayan po. I think we have already answered all of the questions here. At tayo po ay umabot na rin po sa ating 7 o'clock. Lumagpas na po tayo sa 7 o'clock actually.
Okay.
So thank you. Thank you Miles, thank you Miss Arlene, thank you Gio. Thank you very much ladies. Happy 2021 sa ating lahat, sabi ni Sir Gio Ramos. Thanks so much Miss Ron of Operation Miss Apple for this topic you have shared to us tonight. Thank you also Ronaldo. Thank you Ren Trinidad. So yan po, dito po nagtatapos ang isa na naman pong episode ng atin pong free webinar. Ngayon ko lang na-realize after so many webinars, wala kaming specific na pangalan sa webinar na ito kung hindi free webinar ng Uprush.
Okay.
Pero at least, di ba, marami tayong natututunan, marami po tayong napupulot, and hopefully po, when we have our next free webinar, nandyan pa rin po kayo at ma-enjoy nyo rin po yung ating susunod na topic. Ang next na free webinar po natin is end of January na po. Every other Saturday na po ang ating free webinar. This is to make sure na talaga naman po na-research na maigi kung ano yung pinaka-appropriate na topic because we want to provide yung talagang mga meaty topics, hindi lang yung mga bastang trending na topic. Gusto talaga natin na meron tayong mabigay na may matututunan po talaga lahat ng ating mga HR professionals. So from the bottom of my heart and my team's heart, yung pinaghirapan ni Monica na ayusin at i-set up ang logistics for today. To my team, si Jane nandito rin, to everyone who's within this room, and for everyone who's watching from our page. Thank you so much po. We actually have a winner na for our page. I think ito na po yung winner natin, Monica, right? Si Mr. Orly Santiago, tama po ba? Siya ang ating winner. Okay, so we have our winner for our contest para po sa ating Facebook page. Ang makukuha niya po ay 5% discount to our Total Quality HR. Sir Orly Santiago will send you an email po on the details of that one. At yung mga nandito po, tulad nga po ng nasabi natin, di ba, meron po kayong 5% discount. So ayan po, we'll send out emails to everyone. Ang inyo pong certificate will be available by January 26 po. Let's give Monica enough time para po ma-process po yan. Medyo dinagsa po kasi kami ng training for January, kaya medyo mahaba po yung time na required po namin to prepare the certificates for our free webinar. Again, thank you everyone for joining us, and we hope to see you in our future webinars, paid man yan o libre. Punta lang po kayo sa page ng Uprush para malaman niyo po kung ano po yung mga schedule po natin. Goodbye everyone, stay safe
Thank
and
you.
enjoy the weekends! Pahinga
Happy
po, huwag
weekend.
kakalimutan. Happy weekend, Miss Apple. Thank you
Happy
po.
weekend. Thank you.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.